Untitled, ready to play the GamezAttack podcast, leading the way. OldFreakyGamer, rocking the scene, talking video games, living the dream. Gaming happening all across the land, from console wars to the PC stand. Mr. Mike in the captain's chair, bringing the news, just don't care.
Welcome everybody, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages. I am Mr. Mike, and you are listening to the GamezAttack podcast, episode number 60. This is the Xbox Summer Showcase Plus, because there's going to be the Outer Worlds 2, where I talk over and try to talk the best way I can on reporting on what's being shown at the conference and such. And we're going to do a little bit of news and extra stuff. It's going to be great. Let's turn off this music, shall we? Yes. So, yes, it's finally. Wow, I can't believe it's the day. The day is always coming, and I'm super excited. I got some predictions. I got some stuff. It's 12:41 right now. It's supposed to start at 1 p.m. Eastern time. I actually have it all hooked up. I got this new thing here that I'm going to be trying out. Hopefully it works out. All this stuff. So let's see here. We're going to do a quick super test here. So we can go here. This is for the showcase thing. I might just go here pretty much right away. I'm hearing a little bit of a gargle here. It must be because of my... yes, it's my cable, hopefully. Okay. We'll probably stay on this screen for a bit. I know I got my show notes here and stuff. But we will also have other stuff here like, well, my games news, stuff like that. And this is the showcase when it starts. It hasn't started yet. It's starting in 16 minutes, so we got 16 minutes before we can start. I think I will go back to, let's see here. This is the problem because my other thing here, my podcast is on the start. There we go. I should put it on my main screen too eventually. But, yeah, anyways, I'm going to kick off the show. Talking about a few things, a few games, news stories, stuff like that. Welcome to the new weekly GamezAttack podcast edition, folks. Yes, it is now going weekly. We are doing this, or I will be trying to do this podcast weekly. Now, it's probably not going to be always as long as I usually do it, especially today. It's going to be probably a longer one. It's probably going to be shorter on a lot of weeks, depending, maybe 30 minutes to an hour. You never know. It depends on what news to talk about, what I got to talk about, stuff like that. But I kind of figured it'd be more direct news and better off to do it that way, because then it would make it easier to give you guys the news at the quickest pace possible that I can do. I know other people could do it like right away. I'm not in the business to do this. I do this for fun. I do this as a hobby, so I don't have the resources and the time to put out a podcast every single time it does it. So we're gonna go weekly now. That's my super test. Sort of. I don't know. I used to do podcasts weekly. I'm going to try to do that again. And as you can see with the new album art up ahead of me, that's my new podcast album art. I hope you like it. It's pretty cool. It's got my digital me on there as well. I used that for some of my stuff on my YouTube channel, but I never really used that drawing for anything else that I did. I think he looks pretty sweet. He's a cyborg me in the future with green hair, of course. And I think it's going to be pretty cool, interesting album art for that. So I hope you enjoy it. And why don't we get into some talk and questions? First off, before we get into some of the game's news here, why don't we get into what are we predicting for this Xbox Showcase? What am I predicting for this Xbox Showcase? Well, my main prediction, which I'm sure is going to come a reality, because this is probably why we didn't see this at the computer, whatever it was, the Compute Fest or whatever it was, the computer show that they did earlier. I think it was last month or something at Computex. Is that what it was? Computex? I think we're going to see that Xbox ROG Ally. I think because Microsoft wanted to show off that hardware here to show off maybe some new features. We're going to see that here in this Xbox showcase. Now, note, they did... I think they're going to cancel it. They said people are everywhere, and what it says in news articles says they postponed, or what Microsoft says they postponed their Xbox Pure Portable handheld that they were going to do. I'm pretty sure they're going to cancel that outright. I have a strong feeling that Microsoft's going to cancel that project in order to just push it to like people like Asus to do instead of just them, because ultimately what I predict, I think Microsoft's getting out of the hardware business in general for Xbox, and Xbox Anywhere and Xbox Play Anywhere. There you're going to be able to play that stuff anywhere, like PC, other people's console stuff, meaning PlayStation and maybe Switch too. We'll find out. We haven't heard too much stuff. Maybe it'll be shown here. Maybe them and Nintendo will be doing something together or something with a bunch of games coming on the Switch too. I think they're getting out of the hardware business. Now, they will probably come out with new boxes themselves. So if people really want to have a dedicated Xbox in their houses and they don't want to have those third-party stuff and they don't want to stream on their TVs and stuff, Microsoft will provide a box that will play the games at up to 4K and stuff. It won't do anything anything spectacular. It probably won't even have any disk drives this time around, and it'll all be just a regular solid state. Hopefully they'll go away from the memory card thing that they were doing with those memory hard drives and allow people to put M.2 drives in the newer ones. That's something Microsoft should do. I don't know why not, but I'm pretty sure Microsoft's gonna cancel their own handheld in favor of having Asus and others to make handhelds for them, especially Asus, because they're direct partnering with them with this Xbox ROG Ally, as I like to call it. If they do talk about it and announce it, hopefully they will announce it with a price and what, maybe some specs, or maybe after there'll be some specs and price. I would be very interested because I would really want a new one. I love my ROG Ally now, but having a newer, more powerful, more memory ROG Ally, because I have the original Z1 Extreme ROG Ally, getting one like this with that AMD advanced SoC chip, that the Z2 that I hear about the specs on that, and then if you add like, I don't know, 24 gigs of RAM to that at least, and then I could put a full M.2 drive in there, that will make a bigger, significant difference in gaming for upcoming and future games like that. And I play most of my games on PC and my ROG Ally anyways, and if Microsoft goes and does the next step over and they allow us to play like our digital console games on this, like if there's like some sort of like an emulation or something that I can play my console games on this thing natively and not just streaming or something, that would be cool. Like I could download the games I bought on my Xbox store, any of my Xbox store digital games on that. That would be a game changer, at least for me. I don't know about for other people, but for me at least, that would be a big game changer in general. I know it's getting to the point. It's already 12:49. We're getting closer to this Xbox showcase here. They're still showing like water demos and weird stuff and people fishing and stuff over here. But yeah, that would be a big game changer for me. I would love to have something like that in my hands because, like I said, I'm mostly Xbox and PC. I do play Steam games as well, and if Microsoft is incorporating like Steam and other people's stores on there, which is good because then they won't have like the EU and other people go after them. They can point at people like Apple and stuff that like to keep their ecosystems as closed tight as possible, and they could say, "Hey, our ecosystem's open, but we're still gonna sell the games on our own system here. You can still get your Xbox games and you can play them on this handheld device. You can play your PC games on this handheld device. It's an all-in-one handheld device." I think Asus and Microsoft would have something there. Will Microsoft go that far to allow that to do that? I know there's a lot of, and we can't even say it's security issues, because if you can buy and play games via PC on the ROG Ally, there should be no problem. Microsoft taking their games and allowing us to play our games from our Xbox consoles, our native Xbox console games, and put them on there. Even backwards compatible games, like if you bought one of the 360 games digitally, or Xbox games digitally, or any of the Game Pass games digitally, being able to play that on there. That would also take care of one annoying game that I really want to play on a PC or a handheld like my ROG Ally, that I can't because I'm not going to download the Bethesda, or not the Bethesda. What was it? It was the Activision Blizzard launcher. The Blizzard launcher. What is it called? Battle.net? Is it the Battle.net launcher? You know, that one. Diablo 4. When they got purchased by Microsoft and all that, and they came out with Diablo 4 and all that, you have to download the PC version from their Battle.net thing, no matter, whatever Game Pass thing is. And you don't get achievements or anything on that. That's what really pissed me off. It wasn't that I had to download their launcher to get it. It was because they weren't doing achievements with the PC version of Diablo 4, and that kind of pissed me off. That's why I play it on my Xbox. But if I can play the Xbox version on my handheld, I will be able to get those achievements and have that thing. That's just one of those nitty-gritty things of me, because I'm an achievement whore. I like to do all that stuff. That would be something of a game changer for me if I could play my native Xbox digital titles on my Asus ROG Ally. Will it happen? Probably not. I'm going to be more on the cuff. If it does, I will be very surprised, and you'll hear me scream like a little girl on this podcast if you're watching it or listening to this. Yeah, but that would be a good game changer. But I'm pretty sure we're going to see the Xbox ROG Ally. I think they wanted to wait till the Xbox Game Showcase to show this off, to show everything off, and that will be a really big surprise. Maybe we'll see more Gears of War games instead of just the release of the enhanced version of Gears of War. Maybe we'll see some more Fable stuff, even though it's not coming out till next year. Maybe they'll show a little something. Maybe they'll tease a new Halo game. I know, because it's been a long time since Halo Infinite. Maybe they'll tease something like a little trailer for that, I'm thinking. I'm just guessing. It's not something that... And I'm still planning to maybe try out Halo Infinite again. I really hated it. When I started it off with the game, it looked cool. And then when it went to the platforming bullshit, I was like, fuck this shit. And then I stopped playing. Just like Doom Eternal. I never touched Doom Eternal because I knew it had all the platforming BS, and it was very not what people like me wanted in those kind of games. Probably more Activision Blizzard games they might put out, show off. There's so many things that they could be showing off. Forza Horizon, another Forza Horizon. It's been a while since Forza Horizon, and you usually show a Forza game in these events. So maybe a Forza Horizon will come. Anything Tony Hawk. I know there was some supposedly new Tony Hawk game teased by Tony himself. Not that 3+4 that's supposedly coming out pretty soon that I have pre-downloaded on my PC here, but there's supposed to be a new Tony Hawk game, maybe, possibly. Maybe something like that will be teased. What else? They got so many studios. I'm trying to think of what else could be. Anything from... trying to think, and I'm missing out on so many things here that they could be showing off and talked about, and it's just crazy. Maybe people were talking about maybe something remastered, like a Fallout 3 remaster or something, before the next second season of Fallout comes to Amazon. That's a strong possibility. Maybe I would love a nice Fallout 3 remaster. I could play that all again. I haven't played the Oblivion remastered yet. I played a little bit of it when I showed it off. I will get into that eventually. It's just I got so many other back games that I got to play, which is always a good thing when you got too many games to play and you got a big back catalog, because if no games come out in the near future, it just makes it easier for that to play. What else could they be coming out with? I'm hesitant to go search the internet because we don't got that much time. It's almost going to start in a second. I didn't even get to any of the game news. We'll do one game news story, and then after the show, we'll get into the other game news stuff. We'll get into some other stuff. I don't have much game news, but wanted to talk about one of my main game news stories. Game Informer, they're back, but it's going to be really expensive. They sent me because I clicked because I was interested in subscribing to the new Game Informer magazine, and even though it is going to be thicker and bigger as a magazine, it's going to be way more expensive. They're talking about, and this is just for if you want to do it already. And I think I missed the deadline to get a discounted subscription. They wanted $40 a year for this subscription, or $70 a year if you're not in that discount. So this Game Informer magazine is going to be $70 a year, and they're only printing 10 issues per year. So you're not even getting 12 issues. You're not getting a full year of Game Informer. You're getting 10 issues a year, $70 a year. It also comes with the digital magazine, special edition Game of the Year 10th issue, exclusive web features, fewer ads, blah, 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 and other weird stuff that they're doing. Also, they're providing some money to the St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital. And then they got a version, if you just want the digital-only version of the Game Informer magazine, that's only $29 a year, or like I said, that's probably over with, so it's $45 a year for 10 issues. That seems kind of expensive. I understand nothing's cheap anymore, magazine subscriptions and shipping and all that stuff and creating magazines, but it seems a little pricey for yours truly. I wonder what you guys think. Let me know in the show notes or in the show comments below if you're watching this on YouTube, or let me know at oldfreakygamer@gmail.com or something, or let me know on Twitter X at OldFreakyGamer, or on BlueSky at OldFreakyGamer, whatever BlueSky, their weird handle there, because I would like to know from you guys, what do you guys think about that stuff? Because for me, it's a little expensive. I'm sorry to say. We only got 50 seconds. I'm going to go ahead and go into our full screen here. We're just going to go full screen. And I will do, like I said, I will do my best to talk about everything here. And hopefully the stream doesn't freeze, because I know YouTube has been having some stream issues on these big events. Sometimes it freezes, whatnot. I was going to just watch it off my Xbox, but I'm like, let's do YouTube, because they're streaming this at 20 something p or whatever it is, 4K. I'm watching this, so you're gonna get a good video recording on this. Here we go, starting now, and on top of it, I'll just let this be. What else was I going to say? We'll get into that in a second. They got some games to show. Let's see what we're seeing. And hopefully this is loud enough for you guys to hear. Okay, this is the Outer Worlds 2, of course. Of course, they're gonna show this.
Do you think I'd care that the colony is in disarray? We didn't come to Arcadia to get bogged down in pointless warfare. We came to spread freedom and liberate resources for profit. But this pesky Earth Directorate agent is mucking things up. They're not alone in doing so. And they think they can just choose how things play out.
I fell off of the Outer Worlds one when they were playing this, or when I was playing that. I know a lot of other people fell out of the Outer Worlds one because it just got really ridiculous halfway through. I don't know. I just couldn't figure out the weaponry and upgrades and stuff, and then what to do next. But Outer Worlds 2, I want to try to get back in.
Of capitalism. Now, let's get out there and buy our way to victory.
Okay, we got a super gun with slow motion blowing up, killing big mechs, people. Very colorful. Looks a little Borderlands-esque. They're doing the Fallout thing with this game. Remember in Fallout they do all the interesting music and stuff. It's definitely steampunk-ish. Obsidian Entertainment does some good job. Avowed, when I beat Avowed, you guys know because you watched me on the stream beat Avowed. Avowed was amazing. They did an amazing job with Avowed. I will definitely be playing Avowed 2 whenever they come out with that next, which we know there will be an Avowed 2. But I will try to get back into the Outer Worlds 2. I'll see if Outer Worlds 2 will fix what the Outer Worlds 1 kind of left off with me. 'Cause I'm seeing these disintegration rays and stuff, and the sniper gun looks great here. It looks pretty good, what I'm seeing here. And it's coming out October 29th.
An adventure made for capitalism
for everything.
by capitalism.
Except it doesn't say
Inflate our impressions
Switch 2
and
yet.
egos by
Maybe
staying
eventually it'll
tuned
come out for
after the
Switch 2.
showcase.
Yes, we will be watching that too. I will be hopefully talking over that. If you're watching this podcast, it's going to be a lot easier. If you're just listening, you know me. I try to describe stuff. Okay, you got two alien people on the couch.
I've just been so depressed lately.
You know, it would fix everything.
What are you doing under that? What is this? Oh, is this, what do you call it? Not Rick and Morty. Shoot. What's that game called? High on Life 2? Is this a High on Life 2? Oh, or is this DLC? What is it? DLC or High on Life 2? Because we're seeing High on Life. I love High on Life. I know a lot of people didn't like it because of the main guy that did the voice of Rick and Morty was like... There was allegations, which all got cleared up, but I really liked the game. I thought the game was excellent. I beat that as well. And this looks really crazy. Oh, look at these guns with their big face guns and weird little dual guns. They're really going crazy with this. They got like a pyramid head enemy? Okay. Oh, you got a bow and arrow gun now with the character? Okay. I'm seeing a lot of pills.
Humans are barely sentient. Scientists have done studies.
Yeah,
and
that's
their brains
right.
like
We are barely
half the size of
sentient.
ours.
High on Life 2. Okay, High on Life 2, folks. We just got coming this winter. Wow. For everything, except Switch 2, because we didn't see any Switch 2 stuff. It says everything but Switch 2 so far. So High on Life 2, folks. Excellent.
World
Wasn't
premiere.
even thinking they were going to do a High on Life 2 right away, but yeah. I wonder if it's made... I think it was said it was made by the same people. I wonder if they're going to have any of the same voice acting. Oh, that's going to be interesting. What they're going to do with voice acting. And what the concept is going to be. It was very colorful, very messy, and it's very rude and crude. Sorry. Now we're on the next one. We got samurais. I hear things clinking and clanking. Oh, maybe not samurais. Maybe it's something else. Got this lady going to this tune. Got her going on. Is she in? I don't know what I'm seeing. I better. Oh, now she just stabbed some guy. There's this like glowing rope going somewhere. Now we're going into the. Okay, we're in a Coliseum now. Some Coliseum fighting going on. And then this lady's crouching through this deserted tomb. Now she's going down a bunch of flight of stairs. Now she's in this tomb running. It's windy. Something's chasing her. Okay, now we got this big moose head-like creature with all the lights all hanging off this one. Okay, Renaissance. A Plague Tale Legacy. Okay, coming 2026. So Renaissance, a Plague Tale Legacy. So this is a Plague Tale? I never played the other Plague Tales yet. How are they? Are they good? I think they're good. Oh yeah, that's what I was saying. Oh wait, what's this? They're showing something off. And a piece of glass. Uh-oh, is this the reveal for the new Xbox? The Xbox Portable? The ROG Ally? The Xbox ROG Ally? Oh, I think it is, folks. Here we go. Xbox ROG Ally reveal. It's busting through a piece of ice. Glass. Here we go, folks. Ooh, ROG Ally. This is ROG. Xbox ROG Ally. Your games, seamless play, download natively, stream from the cloud. I hope they show off more than just what it looks. Freedom of Windows, power of Xbox, Xbox-inspired controls, and it looks like an Xbox controller with impulse triggers. There you go, folks. You all want an impulse trigger, driven by AMD Ryzen AI. This is an Xbox, of course. This is an Xbox. Holiday 2025. ROG Xbox Ally X. Ryzen Z2 Extreme 24 gigs of memory. I couldn't read the rest.
At Xbox, we strive to put the player first. And that's what you've seen from us over the years. We've led the industry with backward compatibility.
So holiday,
we
that means like
crossplay and
September,
cross-progression.
October?
We deliver Game Pass,
around,
first on console,
guessing,
then on PC,
Xbox
and with cloud gaming. So
okay,
what's
so
next?
I have to
How
wait
can
a
we
bit
give
longer?
you even more freedom, more choice,
not
more
bad.
ways to play?
I don't mind
Our next
waiting
step
a little bit
is
longer.
to unify your gaming no matter where you buy or play.
Yep.
So we're building an
That's what
Xbox
you've been
experience
saying.
designed for players, not locked to a single store or tied to one device.
Yep, you've been
The
saying
Xbox Ally is an Xbox you can hold in your hands, bringing together the power of Xbox and the freedom of Windows. On
So
this
can you play
Xbox, you can
native
play games
Xbox
across your
games on it?
entire library, including all the Windows PC game stores, from Xbox and Battle.net to Steam, GOG, and Ubisoft Connect.
Okay.
And the highly anticipated Hollow Knight Silksong will be available at launch and in Game Pass when the Ally releases later this year.
Okay.
In fact, every new game you see in today's show will be playable on the Xbox Ally.
Xbox Ally.
We have always wanted you to have the unique experience of Xbox
Now,
on
can you
any
play your
screen.
regular Xbox games?
That's why we're investing in Xbox Play Anywhere. Whether you're playing on console, PC, smart TV, or any Windows handheld like the new Xbox Ally, the Xbox experience roams with you. Your library, progression, friends, and achievements. There are over 1,000 Xbox Play Anywhere games on Xbox today. And every new game you see in today's show, from our partners and our studios, is Xbox Play Anywhere. And because it's Xbox, you can always have access to Game Pass with a diverse lineup of games from the biggest franchises to critically acclaimed indie hits. This is the freedom we believe players should have. any game,
But to
anywhere.
make clear,
And we are
play
giving it our all
Xbox
every day
digital
to make
titles that we
this
have on
vision
our
real.
Xbox now.
But it all comes back
or
to the
is those
games.
not included?
From
in that?
Dead to Rights on the original Xbox to Armored Core 6, our relationship with Bandai Namco Entertainment has stood the test of time.
Yes.
We both believe in bringing amazing experiences to players around the world, and their next game does exactly that. From Rebel Wolves Studio, this is a story-rich action RPG steeped in dark fantasy that I can't wait for you to explore. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of the show.
Okay, I might screw something up, folks, for a second watching this. I'm making a new window, so excuse me for this. Don't worry. I moved it. Because I gotta look up some more information on this ROG Ally X. So it's the ROG Ally X box. Okay. So they put in that first. Which makes sense. It makes clear sense that they
Monsters have always been here. Watching from the shadows.
Let's see here.
And when we were at our weakest,
They'll be running version of Windows designed to be more usable.
They came out into the
on
light.
handheld. Microsoft announced
We
the
feared
ROG
for our
Xbox
lives.
Ally. See, I called it the Xbox
We
ROG
should have
Ally.
feared for
I
our
find
souls
that to sound
instead.
a little bit better. What do we got here? This is unique.
the vampires didn't come to kill us.
It's a vampire game? Ooh,
They
that's
came
a
to rule.
Cool looking vampire. Xbox hand, the Xbox
Turn us
Ally
into
and Xbox
mindless,
Ally X,
docile
the later
cattle.
powered by the new handhelds AMD AI Z2
Not me,
Extreme. The non-X variant is powered by
They tried to change me into
Z2A
one of them.
and will be much less
I became
powerful.
something else instead.
Okay, it's the non-X variant. Is powered
Their worst
by
nightmare.
Z2A, and we mentioned this part. What's interesting about the Ally X is that it's powered by a chip with a built-in NPU capable of 50 teratops of AI performance, which will technically make the co-pilot
Trapped between the two
about that.
worlds. Fighting to even the score.
1080p
Fighting to
display,
understand
100 hertz
the evil behind it
refresh
all.
rate, a DRR support,
There, watching
FreeSync
me,
Premium.
seeping into you, growing.
Let's see here. Okay, so the Ryzen AI Z2 Extreme, 8 cores, 16 threads, Zen 5, 16 RDNA. The Blood of Dawnwalker. That's what they were showing. Coming 2026 to Xbox, PC, clouds, PS5, so Game Pass. So play anywhere. RAM, 24 gigabytes of RAM, 1 terabyte SSD inside, 80 watts of power.
World premiere.
Oh, cool. Okay, so I'm looking at the Xbox Ally X, and then they got an Xbox Ally. So they got two of these, and then the lesser version is going to be the 2A, which 4 cores, 8 threads. Okay, so they're going to make a cheaper, lower cord version of it. Okay. Okay. We'll talk more. I'll check out more, and we'll talk more about that later. Let's watch these. I gotta watch these games. What is this, Meat Boy? Is this like a 3D Meat Boy? It looks like 3D. It is Meat Boy in a 3D world. Looks pretty cool. You know, I never played Meat Boy game because I'm not, like I said, that quick with the thumb, with the clicking controls. But maybe a 3D Meat Boy might be easier for me to play. I don't know. But it's in 3D. It looks really crazy. It looks like a lot of people are going to do a lot of Meat Boy competitions in this.
Super Meat Boy!
Super
3D!
Meat Boy 3D coming 2026. Okay. Sorry. I paused it for a sec. So Super Meat Boy 3D, folks. Okay. That seems cool. Those are all coming to Game Pass. This is coming to Game Pass. Okay. KT.
Watch your back, Yakumo.
Uh-oh. Team Ninja.
You're a wanted criminal now.
I'll kill the Dark
Games.
Dragon myself. It's
Oh, this is that
my duty as a Raven Ninja.
Ninja Gaiden game. The new Ninja Gaiden game. That is supposed to come out this fall?
Breaking the Dark Dragon free has its consequences.
I gotta still finish Ninja Gaiden 2 Sigma or Black. Sigma Black. What is it called? Ninja Gaiden 2 Black, sorry. I gotta finish that game still.
This is it.
I'm enjoying it again, because Ninja Gaiden 2 Black, I kind of got stuck at a point, I didn't know what to do, and stupid me, there was another way to go through a certain point in the sewer. So now that I'm back on track, I gotta go play more of that. Even though it is a fast-paced game, you gotta go da-da-da-da-da-da. I think it's pretty fun. I think playing as Ryu and Ninja Gaiden, I think Ninja Gaiden games are fun. This looks pretty good. It's very colorful, very good-looking game, very fast-paced, interesting creatures, interesting bosses. Whoa, he's got interesting weapons. He's got like this big,
The Dark Dragon is mine.
Screw gun, drill, Ninja Gaiden 4. He's got like this big screwed thing they was screwing into him. Coming October 21st, 2025 to Xbox Live and Game Pass. Okay, so maybe Meat Boy wasn't on Game Pass? Because I didn't see the Game Pass logo. Okay, now we got a Bethesda game. Sorry if I am not speaking in the best terms. We can recap after this is all done. Machine Games, LucasArts, Bethesda. Oh, is this going to be DLC for
Here we go.
Indiana Jones, or are they just announcing it's coming out
Good luck,
other
Indy.
places?
What are you doing, Jones?
So far, I noticed none of them say Switch 2. I wonder if they're going to hold off on Switch 2 game announcements. Or maybe Nintendo wants to do something special.
This is where it starts.
Microsoft on Switch 2 games. I don't know. Because I haven't
Beneath
seen
the streets
anything
of Rome.
Switch yet. Maybe
Enter
they
the
didn't get a
city of
development
Antioch.
kit yet, and they're needing time to make these
Find
games
a
for Switch
secret
2. I don't
relic.
know.
Bring it back to the Holy See. Defend the secret.
Defend the secret.
They worshipped the giants.
The Giants? I still gotta play and finish Indiana Jones in a Great Circle. Indiana Jones in a Great Circle. The Order of Giants DLC, of course. September 4th, 2025. Notice nothing is on Switch 2, which is, like I said, interesting. World premiere. So they had Sarah Bond on. I wonder if Phil Spencer's going to be on later. Usually he kicks off the show. Long ago, a great creature appeared in this land. In-game footage and cinematics. Okay, cool. I like to see in-game footage and cinematics. The beast spewed forth blight, corrupting all living things. Oh, that's another Blade game, eh? From Game Freak? What? They're the makers of Pokemon. What? Game Freak? Pokemon? What? I never thought I'd see a game. Ooh, this looks pretty cool. Look at this ninja lady, big monsters fighting. It looks like a Monster Hunter type of thing, but it's probably definitely not. Oh, now she's chopping up, using her sword to chop up robots. Bigger monster. She looks pretty cute. In the year 4026, humanity waits its inevitable extinction. Okay. This game looks pretty damn good. This looks like something you'd see on a PlayStation. Which I'm sure this game is going to be on PlayStation as well, so no duh on that. Big robot. This is from Game Freak, people. Beast of Reincarnation. Okay. Emma the Sealer. You are the blade that will destroy the Beast of Reincarnation. Okay. Beast of Reincarnation coming 2026 to Xbox. Oh, play anywhere. Xbox Game Pass. Ooh, that seems interesting. That looks like very good and interesting. I am very interested in this game, folks. It is from Game Freak, people that make Pokemon.
The glittering streets of Avalon sure do
Avalon.
shine.
Uh-oh,
Because they
Avalon.
suit their filth down to us.
Uh-oh, Avalon.
Yeah, you paid
Did I just say, will we see some more on the Tango? 1995, the Tango.
Here's to playing in the mud.
In Exile Entertainment.
Life here ain't for the soft-hearted.
You will be paying me back until you.
Okay, this is a different game. I was thinking of something else.
It ain't for the spineless.
Forget what I was
Keep
thinking.
your filthy pickers off me!
And it's sure as shit
pissed
ain't
off
for the
doll.
decent.
That's a clean sweep for one.
Oh, they just kicked that one.
There has been a crime! Justice itself
Okay, this
has
is
been
definitely a
abrogated.
steampunk-ish game.
Been burgled!
Lord Griswick.
Definitely steampunk.
Yes, I got that part. Do you know anyone who might wish you ill?
A robot
We can't
officer
arrest and
or
question
captain
everyone.
officer is missing an
Let's
arm
see
or a hand.
if we can narrow the suspects down a bit.
So steampunk
They were,
officers.
Trust your instincts, sir. Tall, yes, sir.
I guess somebody's out to
Rather
kill you.
slim, well, muscular. Mm-hmm. Was very quick, agile.
Go on.
With a mustache. No, larger.
I see.
Quite fashionable. That's the fiend who robbed me.
They got my good side this time. Breaking in is the easy part.
Somebody pissed themselves.
Your brandy, sir.
That's good in-game pissing.
Getting away with it is the real trick.
These
First
candlesticks
person. Oh, is this a
ain't
thief
gold.
game? Is this
Worthless
the thief
and
game?
dull, just like you. Nah, I have a customer.
This could
How
be
can
a
I
thief.
help you?
I'd rather talk to you, Errol. Sounds like I'll get a better deal.
You talk
That's
to
what I'm
me
thinking.
first, and him.
Boy,
never.
this guy's got some weird,
it?
bushy.
Uncle's a
He's
bit
got a
touchy.
beard that goes out
Big
like this. He makes Dr. Robotnik look like nothing. And the guy's
Anything
big
else you'd care to say
beard
to
mustache just killed the other guy with his
brains? If I hadn't seen
with
it
the
with my own
candlestick.
eyes, I wouldn't have believed it.
wow.
Round here, it's all sharp edges, empty pockets, and blood on the
Thief.
cobbles.
This is definitely a
Goodbye,
thief game, right?
Silas.
Oh, he just shot. Oh, he just killed him.
I'll hurt
That
you,
guy's
you
house
fucking
just got
nutsack.
Molotov
I'll
cocktail.
leave you with a pissing pan of peaches.
You'd either got a gang at your back, or a knife in it.
We're family here. Family takes care of its own.
Did
Can't
Thief
put a
have
price on
robots
that,
and
can you?
weird characters like that?
Them's
or
in charge.
Am I wrong?
They don't keep order. They keep power.
Take this thing into the crucible and melt it.
They just want us beaten, broken, and too scared to fight
There's
back.
a lot of murdering of robots in this game.
That's why it pays to be clever
robot
and
got
well
killed.
armed.
Cool weapons. You can modify your weapons. Really cool. All steampunk weapons, mind you.
Let's go and end a few arguments.
Okay. Set somebody on fire.
Don't get
electrocution
cocky. They've got a
bomb.
weapon far
Okay.
worse. Time. And if
Big
they can
blue clock.
rewrite history,
Maybe this ain't a thief game. Maybe this is
they
something
can
else.
rewrite us. But look who just found Mummy's keys. Now I can fiddle with time.
Okay. Got time.
Put the bullet back in the barrel.
I bet if I was
Bring the
watching this
chaos
with
to a
somebody
crawl.
else, they'd be like, oh, it's this
Take a
game, Mr.
mistake
Mike.
and make it like it never happened.
It's a first-person game. It's a
We
shooter.
can change the world as we know it.
Definitely a shooter.
One choice at a time. And I can even go back and change the past.
Could this be,
change the future.
I'm not going to mention.
And let me tell ya, the
I don't
hunters
think it's
don't like
Dishonored.
it when the rabbits got the gun.
Change the past. Create a new feature. Watch. It's going to say to create a new future. Or create your own future. Control the future. Okay, control the future. I like this. It looks really good. Oh, you can throw... Oh, turrets. Throw turrets. Oh, you can turn people into skeletons. Clockwork Revolution. Oh, okay.
Now
Coming in
let
due
me
time.
alone and piss off.
Totally not what I was thinking. Coming to Xbox Game Pass and Xbox Play Anywhere. Wow. Was not expecting that. Folks.
Our creative teams are dedicated to bringing
Matt Booty.
players
Booty.
award-winning, record-breaking, critically acclaimed games.
I
Call
did
of
not
Duty,
think of
Black Ops
Clockwork
6 from
Revolution.
Activision,
I never
Doom,
played
The
the
Dark
Clockwork
Ages
game.
from Bethesda, Diablo 4,
That
Vessel
looked
of
really cool. I
Hatred
thought it was a
from
thief
Blizzard,
game at first, 'cause
and
you were talking
Avowed
about
from
thieving and
Xbox Game Studios. All of our teams across Xbox First Party are shipping their
Still no
most
Phil
played
Spencer yet.
games
Maybe he's
ever,
gonna end the show.
and they're also delivering more content than ever before. From
Are they just
original
keeping 'em
single-player experiences to vast online worlds,
Revolution.
our
It
teams
looks
are
really
empowered
good.
to
I
build
will
the
be
games
definitely
they've
playing that
always
game.
dreamed of.
It looks definitely
We want our players
Bioshock-esque.
to have the choice
I know
and flexibility
there's
of
been a lot of
where
talk
and
about
how
Bioshock,
they play the games
a new
our
Bioshock
teams
game
make.
coming out
so
soon,
of
or
course,
talking
our
about
games will be
showing off a new
available
Bioshock
day
soon,
one
but-
in Game Pass, and every new game we make for both Xbox consoles and PC will be Xbox Play Anywhere. On behalf of our
That's what you
creative
guys are
teams,
going with
thank
now,
you.
is
These experiences
Game
don't
Pass or
stop
whatever,
when
play
you
it
put
anywhere.
down the controller. As you've
Buy
seen
our
in
games,
recent years,
our
more
Xbox
and
games, and
more
play
of
them
our
anywhere
characters,
because we want to make
stories,
sure
and
people are
worlds are
happy,
expanding
and we could sell
to brand
tons of
new
games,
audiences
especially if
through
we're going to charge
TV
$80
and
for
film.
all our
A
first-party
Minecraft
titles.
movie and the Fallout TV series broke records and brought millions of players into the game. We have more projects in the works as gaming continues to influence
we're
film
gonna
and
know
television
probably a Halo
like never before.
show or movie that
When
will
it comes
fail,
to
'cause
growing
Halo
new
hasn't done too well in
franchises,
the-
Obsidian is having a year like no other.
Yep.
From launching a blockbuster new game like Avowed to
Which
the
I beat and it
upcoming
was fun.
release of The Outer Worlds 2
I
this
hope it's good.
October.
I hope
Obsidian
it's-
is
I hope I
always
stay
delivering
invested in
great
Outer Worlds
games,
2 this time.
and they have a third game launching this year. You'll
Third
get to
game?
go deeper on it in our direct, but until then, let's take a look.
Third game from Obsidian. What? Let me guess. Is it a
World premiere?
No, we can't. No, I'm not thinking that. It's not a remaster of Fallout New Vegas. Would it be?
I told you,
They said
you
third
can't
game.
run from me, you foul beast.
Probably totally wrong on that. Okay. Oh. Oh no, it can't play his
Flexible
action
legs.
figs.
The yoke girth action figure
it
can
broke.
ride anything.
They're doing a fake TV commercial for in a game.
Breaking news. There's been an explosion at Brook Hollow Park. Chaos descended on a ceremony commemorating the 2-year anniversary of when 4 teenagers were miniaturized against their will and left to fight for their survival in the backyard of a deranged scientist. Formerly
It's,
evil company
what do
Ominent
you call
Practical
that game?
Technologies was set to dedicate a
the Honey,
statue
I
of the
Shrunk the
4
Kids type
teenagers,
of game.
fast food science robot Burgle, and Dr. Tully when an explosion erupted.
Dr. Tully and the teenagers' current whereabouts are also unknown.
You gotta keep them separated.
Yep, it's this game again. Get shrunk again. Again. Ah, they said it. Epic new game. Didn't a lot of people play this game? Ride together. Because you need like friends to play this game, right? Because it's not just to play by yourself. This is like, oh, you gotta play with a group of posse of friends. Grounded 2. Okay. Is it the first Grounded game? Coming July 29th. So this July 29th. Did Grounded really do that well? I never really heard much about it. I saw some people play it a little bit and then it just went.
The predecessor, ND3500, reached. Accessing predecessor's travel log.
I never would have got into Grounded. I like the concept, but I'd never get into it. Maybe if I had a group of friends, I would be playing Grounded.
I have encountered an unprecedented orphan. It was in a state of suppressed recomposition.
You know what kind of series? And I forgot who owns it. Is it a... Might be a EA or a Take-Two joint? I could be totally wrong on that too. How about the Fear games? I'm surprised nobody's made a new Fear game yet.
They become exceptionally aggressive.
Brand new Fear. What's this one?
It is highly recommended to
fighting these creatures, and you're in a spacesuit. Or a hazmat suit. Oh, here comes a creature, big giant tentacle. Cronus, what? That was too quick.
In coordination.
Destroying the nest is now a priority.
Okay, got some, okay, got some weird, crazy monsters. And stuff with tentacle arms and stuff that you're bashing. Seems like a Dead Space kind of a game. So it's called Chronos: The New Dawn, coming fall 2025. It looks like Dead Space, because they even did a little stomping on the alien creature kind of thing. Okay, Bethesda presents Chronos. Obsidian. Oh, is this Elder Scrolls Online? What, another DLC expansion coming? I wonder if they'll do anything Warcraft. Create your own story. I don't want to go on Elder Scrolls Online because the game wouldn't even let me create my own, like, a good username. It was blocking me from creating any usernames. It kept saying everything was taken. And then I went in there, I'm like, okay, it looks like Elder Scrolls, but I don't want this username. So I never continued to play it. So I played a little bit of Fallout 76 too. That was okay, but I don't know. I wanted to play the Elder Scrolls Online, but like I said, it just they can't even create your own unique username. It's just like screw that. I tried everything from like 1 to VX, whatever. It's just like I'll never probably play Warcraft. Unless if it goes free or something for Game Pass. Because it's just something I never did. Oh, got some people dancing. Elder Scrolls On Seasons of the Worm Cult coming June 18, 2025. Okay. I'll just play my regular Oblivion, Elder Scrolls Oblivion game, thank you. That's cool that they have it for people that are playing in that world. Gives them a lot of cool content to play. In-game footage and cinematics.
Mayday! Mayday! Hold one to mission control, we're falling!
Mayday! Another space game. We're falling and crashing. Burning up. We're burning up.
Thomas, the ship's breaking apart! There's no time! Evacuate! Now! Thomas, come in!
Aria, you sacrificed everything for a new world to save mankind. And I'll always love you
From
for
Don't
that.
Nod. Okay. So is this one of those story-based games that we're gonna get? Does it make those kind of games? Definitely a story-heavy space game. Okay, we're in that spacesuit going around this very cold-looking planet so far. Making me cold to think about it. Whoa. Okay, jumping, sliding, doing a lot of crazy platforming in this world. Hanging from ladders and ropes, jumping and trying to grab levers. Okay, things flying at you. Big metal things. What are you trying to do? Just get across the planet? No sliding. Maybe not story-based. Heavy bass. Maybe
Thomas.
this is an actual.
Wherever you are,
Apheline.
I'll find you.
Wait, Apheline? Aphelon? Aphelon? I think it's called Aphelon. Weird name. Oh, that must be Thomas. Uh-oh. It's a Velociraptor! That sounds like a Velociraptor! Or it's just a giant alien creature. In-game collaboration with Issa? Okay. Aphelon. Coming 2026. Looks like another Dead Space kind of game.
World
jumping
premiere.
and doing. Except you're not shooting. I didn't see no shooting in there or anything. So it looked like
Welcome to
running
England,
and
Mr.
jumping.
David. I know this must be a shock, having never met your real father, but he left you this hotel in his will. It's been in your family for generations. Much
who are
like the
you?
caretaker. He's a little eccentric. You'll see.
Let me welcome you to the Grand, a hotel famous across the land.
Yeah, but why was it in
Every
shambles?
room used to be in such high demand. Your wish our command here at the Grand.
Okay, you got this old guy dancing and turning things around.
Would you like some help with that?
Okay, now we're shooting, using this gun and shooting everywhere and changing things in the environment.
So, my father was renovating the hotel when he disappeared?
Not just the hotel. He was helping the entire village. You have his power tools. You know, you could pick
What
up
is
where
this?
he left off.
Is this
You seem
village
like a good man.
recurrent? What is this,
Like
like
you
one of
are.
those fake simulation games?
They don't suspect a thing.
Where you revitalize
Just
a
make sure
city?
the locals don't get wind of what you're really up to. Because if they find out, they will Wicker Man your ass.
Okay, you got some magic going on
Things are
here.
gonna start looking bad. Don't make the same mistake your father made.
Okay, you're going to his parallel dimensions. You're using
The
books
only
and
one you can
stairs.
really trust.
Talking cat. Everybody's singing. Riding a motorcycle with a cat. Oh, got this cop. A lot of dancing, a lot of singing. And you're using this magical, like, portal gun, like from that game Slime Rancher. That's what that gun looks like. There are no ghosts at the Grand. Coming 2026. Everywhere in Game Pass. There are no ghosts at the Grand. Alrighty then. That looks unique. That looks like something like, reminds me of South of Midnight, how they did that whole South of Midnight thing. That turned out pretty good, but this has a whole different look and feel to it.
There
Some
are
more
as
people
many
dancing and
gods
stuff.
in the world as there are stars in the heavens.
Okay,
And
what's
when
this?
we need their
Samurai?
help, they
Another
send
samurai
us
game?
a hero. Who would have guessed the defender of my homeland could be my daughter?
Oh, who would have guessed? It'd be your daughter.
She unlocked the heavenly spear, but is she worthy?
Unleash the Divine. Is this one of those Ages games? It's an RTS, it looks like. Definitely is an RTS. Is this that Empire Age of Empires? I'm thinking. They're going with this ancient China thing going on. Oh, Age of Mythology.
You
to be
can't
told.
rule if the heavenly spear is mine.
Age of Mythology, Heavenly Spear, coming fall 2025. Okay, you guys went too fast on that. I couldn't read it out to my podcast people. Sometimes it's good to just watch the video. What is that? EVR Studio? Is that an R? I hope that's an R.
주권 국가의 자주적
Who
결정.
grants a sovereign nation to make its own decisions?
만약 이 결정이
If those
패권
decisions
국가의 특정 정치
went
집단의
against
이익을
real
저해한다면
external political decisions.
당신의 특정
It's only
행동이
when you
대중의
realize your
의사결정에
actions
영향을
have
미칠 수
potential
있으며
to influence the decisions of
반대로
others.
누군가는
And that
당신의
some
의사결정에
may very
영향을
well be
주기
trying to
한다는 것을
influence your own.
인지할 때 자신만의 온전한
You can
입장을
only truly
세울 수
form
있지
your own
않을까?
opinions.
당신의 입장은
Do you truly believe your
온전한 본인의
opinions to be
판단입니다.
yours and yours alone?
그렇게 믿고 있거나
Maybe you do,
믿고 싶을 뿐.
or just wish you did. Okay, is this a Japanese game? Is this Japan or is this Korea? Looks war-torn. Got some tanks, helicopters. Got fighting going on, blowing up the buildings. Okay, this is a tactical shooter. Oh wait, got a little girl there. Okay, what's the girl doing? She looks like a teenage girl or something. Maybe she's 18.
당신은 무엇 때문에
Knows?
분노하는지
I don't know what she's doing in this world. Doing a lot of knifing, killing.
당신의 분노는 스스로
Splinter
결정하는
Cell
것입니다.
action. Oh, the girl just shot a zap gun at a Japanese guy. He went down. I think it was Japanese. Forgive me if they say it's Chinese.
당신의 분노를 이용한다.
It sounds Japanese. What the hell is this game? Got some creatures. Got a girl. Okay, he looks Japanese. He's gotta be
지정태.
Jinjin.
지정태.
Jintaji? Oh, Jinta. Got a little Splinter Cell action going on here. Okay. What is this? Teiki? Murdering two hearts? What is that? Teiki? What's that? I don't know what the freak that is.
World premiere.
Okay. I definitely need to have a second thing here.
E ora olajem loite fativi. Novo.
Okay, now we got this side-scrolling, cell-shaded type of game.
Muite unanite waiora. Dia.
Okay, I'm looking at the updated news articles on this.
Ona utalima.
Tay Mudang, two hearts. Mudang. Mudang sounds Chinese, but don't quote me on that because I'm always bad at that stuff. In 2026, whatever the side-scrolling adventure, the Odyssey continues. Okay, you got this boy and this, and his dog, or cat creature, doing side-scrolling stuff, platformer, maybe some boss battle? The hell is this cat? Okay, and the scientist guy is doing something to this cat in his laboratory. Planet of Lana 2. Planet of Lana 2, Children of the Leaf. Never heard of Planet of Lana. Coming 2026 to the first time I seen Nintendo Switch. Okay, first time I seen a Nintendo Switch, folks. Logo on there. Before it was just everything but Switch with the other games. Huh, interesting. So they do have some announcements for Switch. Oh, here we go. Fallout 76. Cozy Living. Trailer. Black and white.
Well, hello there. Beautiful day to relax by the old fishing hole, wouldn't you say? When it comes to fishing, Appalachia is a land aswim with opportunity. Yes, you'll find fish of all flavors in every walk of waterway, from its mightiest of rivers to its humblest of ponds. Just step up to the bank, cast your line, and when your bobber starts bobbing, reel in the rewards.
Okay.
What do you got on there, Jed?
Like I said, I played a bunch of...
and how are they biting today?
I played a bunch of Fallout 76. It was okay. I I just fell off of it because it's not my type
Bagging
of
the big
online
fish starts with
game.
finding the right
Plus,
tools
I played
for
by
the job.
myself mostly. I was
There
like,
are
okay,
as
you
many
gotta play
unique
that with
combinations
friends.
of rods, reels, bobbers, and baits as there are fish
And I
in
didn't
the
like
sea.
how all
And
your
when you've
items.
caught your fill,
you had
pop
to try
over
to
to the
find all
local
those
tackle
items and
shop
stuff.
to
It was
swap
just-
fish tails.
Just not for me. I'd rather play the real deal. Of
Can you
Fallout
smell that?
Games and stuff.
No
like
matter what troubles plague the future wastelands of Appalachia, you can always find comfort in cozy little joys like this.
Uh-huh.
You just gotta know where to look. Vault Life is your ticket to easy living. Design and build your own
Vault
little
Life is
slice
your
of
ticket to
paradise.
easy living.
A place to show off all the bits and bobs you collect in your travels. Got a green thumb?
Like I said, I didn't even
Plant your
buy
own
Fallout
peaceful
76.
vegetable
Originally, I
garden.
pre-ordered it and I canceled it
And
because it was
nothing
so,
warms the
like,
heart
not
like
what
a
I wanted
neighborhood
or anybody
cookout.
wanted. It was so bad, and then
Ah,
they did turn
community
it
makes a
around, and people
wasteland
are
a
playing
waste
a
home.
lot of Fallout 76.
Join today. And tomorrow you'll be kicking back and sharing a meal with friends in beautiful Appalachia.
I like how he's looking at his sludge in a bowl. Fallout 76 gone fishing. Okay. World premiere. Okay, what's this world premiere gonna be? Okay, another anime cel-shaded thing going on here. If I had a chance, just one. Oh, solo leveling Arise Overdrive. Okay. Quick trailer name. Okay. Way to become a player. Definitely a Japanese game. Attack. So you got this character, defend, fighting creatures and stuff in the cel-shaded thing. 4-player co-op. Okay. Some big giant snakes, creatures. Okay. That's cool. I want to fight a giant snake. Awaken to survive. Now, no, folks, I am not streaming this thing myself. I'm just gonna post it after the fact because everybody else out there is streaming this, like Jeff Gerstmann and people. So I'd rather watch. I say to watch their streams, Arise, and then just watch mine and listen to mine after the fact. Solo leveling Arise Overdrive coming fall 2025. Wait, coming 2026 to what? It's like coming 2025 to some, and then 2026 to others. It went so fast, I could not even keep up to see what it said. I'll definitely have to talk after the fact. What? That looks Mario-esque. What the freak is going on here? It's too cute. Too cute. What is this too cute game? What? Cloud Sheep. This girl with this fluffy whatever animal. Butterflies, what? What's this cutesy game doing in our Xbox presentation? What the freak? It looks like a Pokemon rip-off game. You telling me that this Pokemon-esque looking game isn't gonna get taken by Nintendo? Like Nintendo ain't gonna say something about this? What? You can turn into your own creature too? What? The freak is this game? You can turn into your own Pokemon. Whatever it is. I'm telling you folks, this is like a Pokemon game. What is this? Well, we did. Well, you know, you had your other ones, your other games. Like Pal World and stuff, do Pokemon and stuff. Now you got this. I bet Nintendo is not going to be liking this. This looks a lot better than Pokemon. Look at these creatures. Anemo coming 2026 to Xbox Anywhere. Huh, Anemo.
Hey, what's up, everyone? It's Tony Hawk Pro Skater. I just want to say thanks to everyone for
You're
all the
looking
love and
old,
support
dude.
we've seen
I'm sorry to
since we
say, your
announced
face
Tony
is
Hawk's
looking
Pro
old,
Skater
man.
3 and 4 a few months ago.
Shit,
These
you got the
games have
lazy eye
changed my
thing
life. But more than that, I've seen them help spread a love and appreciation for skating all over the world. And that means everything to me and the team. I can't wait for you all to experience the game. It's
Yeah,
been
I never
rebuilt
played
with
it yet,
so much
so
care and
I
attention
like
to detail,
playing
with some brand new parks, new music, new skaters, and more. And you can enjoy it all with your friends with up to 8 players in multiplayer.
Okay.
Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4
Tony Hawk.
officially drops July 11th, and we have a lot more
July
surprises
11th,
to come.
folks.
Check out the launch
Not
trailer
too far
now.
away. Think about it. We're already almost in June, middle of. Before you know it, it'll be middle of June, and then it'll be July. And I will be playing some Tony Hawk 3 plus 4. Definitely. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4. This is the way to experience Tony Hawk. Oh, what are you doing there? Are still very sick. Like I said, I got it preloaded on my PC, so I'll be playing this. Okay, so they're even going where you can change it back from 3D to its like 2D-ish kind of look. Looks pretty fun. Even though I'm not a big skateboarding guy, it looks pretty fun to skateboard. Oh, you can skateboard as the Turtles too. Bringing the Ninja Turtles to Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. I know they showed SpongeBob SquarePants in that one trailer for Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. Ooh, you could be in a pinball machine. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3+4. Doom Guy? Yeah, Doom Guy! Play the demo today. Ooh, the demo's out today, folks. Coming July 11th, 2025, and that is out for everything. Literally everything. They have Switch and Switch 2 for Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4, because they showed 2 Switch logos. They showed a Switch 2 logo and a Switch logo. So that game is going to be out for everything. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3+4. Okay. So they are showing some games coming to Switch. Oh, I gotta get the demo. I gotta play the demo this week and maybe put out a video. Okay, you got this 2D side-scrolling cartoon game. That's like a Castlevania. Okay, hopefully my recording doesn't go wacky here, because I am actually launching my Xbox app here on my PC, and I'm going to download the demo. Do they have it? Tony Hawk's. Let's see here. If I just go to 3+4, I'll go to the demo. Or could I only get the demo on Xbox? I wonder, because I know they don't usually have this for PC. Let's see, I'll type in demo. Installed. Yeah, I'm not seeing no demo for the PC for Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3+4. That's okay. Sorry, I just totally missed that one game, that side-scrolling 2D game. I was looking up some information. Oh, Gears of War. Here we go. Here we go. That's the part where one of his comrades got gutted by General Ram. Experience a groundbreaking original. Oh, this is for the remaster. Gotcha. The remaster. That changed Gamer Forever. Yep. And the remaster, where I'll play this for, what, a 5th, 6th time? Gears of War is coming to more players than ever before. PlayStation. PC. Switch 2, maybe? Because we know it's coming to PlayStation. play across platforms with crossplay. Yes, I will be playing this again.
Still find your way back home, Phoenix?
Cross game progression. If there's new achievements for it, I will be playing this game again. Yes, yes. Reloaded visuals, 4K, 60 frames, 120 frames, multiplayer, split screen co-op. Who's your baby? Stay in the fight. Play with Xbox anywhere. Old game, but that's what made the Xbox 360. This game made the 360. Not just Halo. And now your PlayStation people can finally play this on PlayStation. Steam, PlayStation 5, Reloaded. When's that coming? Didn't say when it was coming. But it is going to be on Game Pass, of course. I'll have to play it again, of course. Maybe I'll try to play online. Because the last time I tried to play it online on my PC, nobody was playing. It was kind of sad. Maybe now with this new one, it'll be on there. Oh! This is Persona 4 Reload, right? Which that means I gotta stop playing my other Persona 4, which I paused, that Persona 4 Golden. Because if they got this new remaster version of it, I just gotta get back in to play the remaster. Okay. Yep, this is Persona 4 Revival. Okay, Revival. Coming to Series X, PC, Game Pass, play it anywhere. Okay, it's coming to Game Pass, day one. Okay, that's cool. Because I really like that game, I just never get past a certain point and then I stop playing it and it's just on me. Because I get
the Smugglers League is always there. But you won't see
or I could continue playing the original Persona.
You won't hear us. And the only way you'd ever know it is if that's what we want.
Thanks for the guns. Rare. Oh, is this another Sea of Thieves? Yep, this is a Sea of Thieves expansion.
Others are afraid to handle.
This
guns,
will be a Sea of Thieves
explosives.
expansion.
And don't forget the rum.
It's a life of danger like no other. So I guess my question is, can you handle that?
You got these so-called pirates all being all weird.
Getting your hands on gold is one thing, but
Another
you should know
game
that
that
this
if I had
is what we're really after.
good, decent
The
friends to
bigger
play
the
with,
room,
I would
the
play with them
better.
in that, but I just never did get into Sea of Thieves.
Smugglers
Because
need
I'm not
to be
going to play by
adaptable.
myself.
It's
Because
more than
none of my
moving
other
under
friends
moonlight
ever
and
played it.
shadows. You should be ready to take advantage of others' misfortune. Stealing, of course, is always an option. Just do whatever it takes to get the job done.
Oh no, he's going to get shot.
You are pirates after all.
You're pirates after all.
Welcome, my friends, to the Smugglers League.
Oh, your ship got sunk. Got blown up and sunk.
You're paying for that.
Smuggler's Tide, Season 17, Sea of Thieves, August 2025. Damn. Oh, there's that Battle.net. Ugh. I'm sorry, they don't need Battle.net. They can just put it all under
World premiere.
World effing premiere, what? Okay. World premiere.
This is ridiculous. Please, come on.
Oh shit, he got Skybound Games. That guy got, oh, all those people got totaled. Oh shit. Somebody's going through and blowing up, quarter up. Never heard of it. Unique, okay, is this like a superhero?
No, Dad, not even close.
What the is that? I'm trying to think. Looks familiar. Damn. There's some shit going on. Oh, this guy, the dad's beating up his son. They're like superheroes. Got some, ooh, wow. Ooh, shit. There's some badness going on here. crashing through the city. It's like that whole Superman Dawn of Justice movie.
Why I had to do this.
Where
Accept
Superman
our
and
or die.
Zod were battling through the whole city, destroying everything in the city. That's what this is like.
I'd like to propose a third option.
Oh, hello.
I'm not your son anymore. I'm the guy who's going to throw you off this planet for good.
Okay. Invincible? It looks like a comic book-esque kind of a game. Invincible Versus. Okay. Looks pretty good. So this is like a 2D, 3D fighting game? Okay. The superhero pose? 3 vs 3 tag fighting? What are these, like, new superheroes?
Need a hand? Might want to look up.
Because the one guy looked like Mr. Fantastic.
How you like this? It's an army.
I am ending you. I see it all now.
Okay. That lady's got, like, some supernatural powers. She's like the Scarlet Witch. Invincible Versus. Coming 2026 to everything. Play anywhere. So not on Game Pass. They only showed a couple of fighters, though. I don't know what other fighters are in that game. If it's just them, that would be such a boring game. Oh, here's a Square Enix thing. Oh, we finally get in the Final Fantasy 6, I think it's 6 stuff. Is that finally coming? Is that what this is? The remastered stuff that everybody's been hoping for? Looks like it. Now is this all coming all at once? Final Fantasy Remake Intergrade coming this winter to Xbox, PC, and stuff. Okay.
I'm here to even the odds. Any objections?
Also coming. Oh, is this that newer one that nobody really cared about too much? There's no one to save him now. That one that's like in not ancient times, but in the flames are around. I'm trying to think. In the armor times, that one was pretty interesting. I think that's what this one is. I didn't play that one. Final Fantasy XVI, yes. That one looked really good. Available now. Yep, gotta get that. Available today. Play anywhere. How much? Final Fantasy XVI. I will find out right this second. Because it'll come up on my Xbox thing.
World premiere.
As world premiere as well. XVI. Double Fine. I was just thinking, what is Double Fine gonna do? Okay, maybe it's not out just yet. What we got going here in Double Fine? Okay, got something walking across this weird land. You're like a lighthouse, a walking lighthouse. Okay, got some birds, weird bird, helping you on your lighthouse adventure. Okay, the lighthouse got cool lighting ability. Was this like an adventure, puzzle adventure kind of thing going on here? Double Fine does some unique work on their games. Pretty cool. What is this, like a dream world? I'm interested. This lighthouse, this world. Big old mountain with the eye. Very colorful. Keeper. Coming October 17th this year. And Game Pass and everywhere. Ooh, Keeper. Looks interesting. You're like a walking lighthouse and you're shining light on things and doing stuff.
Games like Psychonauts 2 showed how Double Fine excels at creating unique and innovative experiences. And Keeper is no exception.
It looks like it lost a lot of weight.
Looking ahead, next year marks 25 years of Xbox.
Wearing a nice
it's a big milestone for the platform and franchises that you helped build and make popular.
He's not wearing
we couldn't have done this without everyone who's been with us on this journey. As we think about bringing a new generation of players to these iconic franchises, I'm excited to share that players will get to celebrate 25 years of Xbox with a new Fable, the next Forza, Gears of War E-Day, and the return of a classic that's been with us since the beginning. Today,
a lot of stress.
You've seen an incredible range of games from creators across the globe.
Okay.
Creators like In Exile, reaching for new heights with Clockwork Revolution.
I wish you guys would talk more about
making Team Meat's modern classic platformer into 3D. Square Enix, bringing more of the critically acclaimed Final Fantasy franchise to our players. And Team Ninja, returning to the beloved series they debuted on Xbox. You've also seen the next Xbox hardware release, our Xbox Ally handheld, which lets you bring your Xbox experience and your library with you anywhere. I hope you enjoyed the breadth and depth of the games, updates, and experiences that are coming to Xbox from our partners and our own creative teams. We're seeing more players on our platform and in our games than ever, thanks to all of you. We're proud of the creativity that Obsidian is delivering this year. Immediately after Showcase, our Direct begins, where you'll go inside the studio for an extended look at the Outer Worlds 2 and Grounded 2.
Oh, and Grounded 2?
Thanks for joining us today.
I'll probably stop it after Grounded 2.
But before we get into the Direct, we have a final world premiere.
Oh,
enjoy.
What can it be? What could it be, folks?
World premiere.
Got a butterfly on it. Okay. I wonder what they're saving for last, folks.
Welcome to the Guild. We have been expecting you. Please, follow me.
Is this...
You already know us as a global tech leader. Our software, our systems, combined with our skilled team, is designed to save lives. Your years of service have shown you the importance of our work. Here,
we haven't seen anything.
You'll witness the global scope of that mission in action.
We have not seen
to our esteemed visionary.
Any what's this? Oh.
For too long, we have been bound by outdated systems, accepting limitations instead of redefining them. The Guild is safeguarding tomorrow. Now.
We got this futuristic place.
We are pioneering the future of protection worldwide.
Going on.
Our advancements are designed to elevate everyday life, reshaping the future of technology on a global scale.
That butterfly just went into that screen.
I'm Emma Kagan, CEO of the Guild.
Oh shit, he's breaking the screen by just touching it. What the hell is this? Oh shit. Now you're in this like weird open, whoa, this is a weird, I can't even explain it. It just looks like something out of a weird dream. Okay. Now he's upside down in the container box. Now his TV's behind him and turning on all red. There's a butterfly.
Fear
is a powerful thing.
Oh, he just crushed a butterfly.
Basin.
The fuck?
Menendez.
Oh, this is Call of Duty Black Ops 7. Oh, okay. Call of Duty Black Ops 7. Oh, okay. I was like, what the hell is this? Are they taking this to like another level of virtual future? Okay. I did not think that was what that was showing. Okay. I was like, what is this game? What is this? And then it's Call of Duty Black Ops 7. Okay. Okay, now we're getting into the Obsidian one. I'll probably just try to watch the Outer Worlds part of it, unless if they're mixed in, they're blended with the two. We'll see how this goes. Okay, now we got the moon guy walking around their studio. See, I was thinking that game was like
Welcome to Obsidian
Quantum
Entertainment.
Break 2
We've
or
hit the
something.
studio who
That's
joked
what it was
around that
looking
this has
like
been
to
the
me.
year of Obsidian,
That
with the Valve
presentation.
releasing early this year and now ending the year with 2 more games. And what better way to cap this incredible year for us than by doing what our studio does best, sequels.
That's where I come in. You can get out of here, Fergus. Thank you so much. No, you're doing great. You nailed it. The sequel is the lifeblood of every great franchise. Think about it. The original creates the world and builds fandom, but the sequel, that's what makes it worth remembering. No sequel, no hoverboard. No sequel, no dual SMGs. No sequel, no raccoon tail. No sequel, no Zune 2. Which doesn't really exist, but I wish it had.
There was a Zune 2.
There was a Zune 2? I'm Mark, the head of sequels here at Obsidian, and I have sequelized everything. Blockbuster movies to AAA video games to my first marriage, so trust me.
Better than the first
I know
one.
what I'm
Not-
doing.
Like I said, I like the first
Come along
part
on
of
this
it.
journey with me.
I just fell off
Part 2.
halfway.
Let the killing
Yeah,
commence.
but no Fallout Remastered, nothing like that. Which I'm surprised they didn't announce something like that yet. 'Cause that would be something that they should have had. They did that Fallout 76 thing, but who cares? But yeah, they could have did something. Alright, Outer Worlds 2 looks like Outer Worlds 2. What's it has that, like I said, the Fallout
The Outer
feel
Worlds
with
2 is
some
a sequel to
Borderlands
The Outer
feel
Worlds
to
1.
it.
It's
you know,
a
looks to
continuation
it.
of the themes of robber barons in space and how people are controlled by the stories
Hopefully
they're told
the
by the
weapons are
people who have
easier
power
to,
over them.
update
This time
and
we're able to go a lot deeper because we have more time and money, which is a great thing, and we're able to make it a much more true Obsidian reactive RPG than we were the first time around.
Okay, good, because it was a little. Okay, so slow motion.
We're going deeper and more complex with everything for this sequel. Deeper story, lore, RPG interactions, reactivity,
Okay,
all the things we've been known for as a company. It's really a complete realization of everything people want from an Obsidian game. Surprisingly, this is the first time in over 25 years that I've had the chance to do a full sequel for a world that I helped co-create. It's really just a fantastic opportunity to explore and expand the universe in interesting ways, and to go even further with the themes of how people are affected by living in a dystopian corporate reality.
You can shoot your way through it, you can talk your way through it, you can sneak your way through it. And so no matter what kind of play style that you like, this is just an awesome franchise and an awesome game to jump into, even if it's your first one.
The first Outer Worlds was a great base to start from, as it has all the elements of a great Obsidian RPG. Interesting characters, deep worlds, important choices. In the Outer Worlds 2, not only did we want to double down on those elements, but we wanted to give players even more of it.
We've also put a lot of investment into skills and traits that impact things like combat, conversations, and areas that we call RPG interactions, which are the part of the world where players can use their specific skills, perks, and backgrounds to solve problems in unique ways in our new, bigger worlds.
I love a deep RPG experience, and building out that RPG crunchiness for our players was at the forefront of what we set out to create. We prioritize those deeper RPG options with different character builds and combos so players can express their role-playing power fantasies. We also have different equipment options for different playstyles and different companions with different abilities. In the first Outer Worlds, you start off as the Stranger, which was basically a blank slate to build on top of with various attribute points that would begin to define your personal experience in the game. You can make any kind of character you want, but we've given you a role. That role is an Earth Directorate agent.
16 is out right
You can think of them as kind of like space cowboys or space sky marshals.
So not for
They're the good guys that go
PC.
into places and kind of fix everything that's wrong.
Okay, that's what I was
be one of
wondering.
those. But we don't tell you why you joined the Earth
So I
Directorate.
could
There could have
get
been a
for-
lot of different reasons, right? It could have been because you're an actual
Series
lawbringer
X
and you want to go in there and
but-
spread law throughout the galaxy. It could be that you're a roustabout and you just had nothing better to do. After you pick your background, one of the really important choices you have next is choosing your traits. While we had attributes in the first Outer Worlds, we've leaned into traits for the Outer Worlds too, which are these big changes to your character depending on which ones you pick. So it could be something like Brilliant, where you can tag extra skills and you start getting extra skill points. And that's obviously really great if that's how you want to build your character. You can also go and do something like Lucky, where you get extra critical chance and you also get a lot of really cool options throughout the game as well. Of course, we brought back Dumb, so players love the Dumb option.
Tell me,
Okay.
do you believe in signs? Not quite what I meant, but I like your contempt for boundaries.
Okay, Outer
I
Worlds
could
2
put
still
your
looks
adventurous
just like
spirit
Outer
to good
Worlds.
use.
And you get like lots of really cool, fun conversation options in the game, but we took that even further. And again, there's lots of elements in the game where you can be dumb and use that for something. It could be something as simple as banging on a machine to get it to work. After you've invested in some of your traits, your next choices are going to be choosing your skills. The skills themselves basically allow you to build on your playstyle and what your character is doing in the game. That will be everything from playing stealthily to speccing for an explosive specialty. Throughout your entire journey, your character continues to change with the different choices you make. In the Outer Worlds 1, it actually had more skills than we have, so we condensed them down to really the core and essence of what we really wanted there. But we made each point that you put into a skill much more impactful. So instead of getting small percentage changes, we actually did much larger changes per point that you put into each skill. And again, all these things, because of how they're checked inside the world itself, can matter quite a bit. You know, just even having one additional skill point in something can open up a lot more options in the world itself. If anybody's played Fallout New Vegas, they'll be very familiar with like the perk system. We basically borrowed that, but went even grander. We actually have more perks than Fallout New Vegas did. But here's the cool thing, right? We check and use perks for literally everything, right? So you can do everything from, hey, I want to make a stealthy build that steals stuff and is really good at that. Okay, great. Well, you can take maybe the pickpocketing perk. So that's not available to everybody, but if you select that, now you can actually go around and steal things out of people's pockets. There's another perk called Heavy Handed, right? Where say you're a melee person, what this does is now your power attacks that you use actually knock people down.
Oh man, I really like the serial killer perk. As you start killing people, they will drop hearts. And you can take those hearts, and essentially you're taking these trophies, you could say, and it's actually giving you a permanent health bonus every time you do it. We have this perk called Assassin. Now, this is an early game perk that you can take, which every time you stealth attack an enemy, you're actually gonna get a movement bonus for a certain amount of time.
Okay, how come I'm trying to look up Final Fantasy 16 on...
Flaws were a system that everybody loved from the first game, but we wanted to make it more personal to the player. We wanted it to really reflect how you were playing the game and give you a bonus that you actually wanted to really engage with.
With the flaw system returning, we knew we needed to go bigger, better, and more real than ever before. So, we turned to the team. I told them, no bad ideas. Give me what you got. Okay, we need more flaws. We need them to be real. I want to put them in the game, so give me something. Inspiration. What's wrong with you?
Oh, I have bad knees.
You got bad knees? They hurt when you walk a lot?
Yes.
When you walk too much, they hurt?
No cartilage.
No, they're just doing
Sounds
this
boring. Makes you sound like a boring person, but it's in the game.
I know it.
It's a good
they're
flaw.
trying to
What about
be
you?
all candid.
I like to take small things sometimes.
So you're stealing.
No, I'm taking.
When do you give them back?
I don't.
Claire. Yeah, you shouldn't be stealing. What are you doing? You shouldn't be stealing, Claire.
Tiny crimes.
Tiny crimes?
I'm trying to
Do you hear
look
the
for
second
this.
part, though? It's a crime.
Well,
You're stealing. Claire, that's wrong. You can't steal things, okay? But it's an amazing flaw, and I'm putting it in the game. But you're a bad person. And are you the one that took my stapler?
do you need it?
Yeah. Give it back.
Okay.
Please.
They're saying
You,
to
what do we
scam
got?
out.
Flaw.
Final Fantasy 16.
I like to stare at the sun.
How long did you stare at the sun?
Just lunch break.
An hour?
Oh, I only get 30.
But it's not coming up anywhere. It's
You guys
not
get an
coming
hour?
up on the site or anything.
An hour.
Oh.
Maybe this is coming up.
Makes you feel energized.
How many fingers am I hold up?
3?
No. Anything else? We'll put it in the game. We'll put it in the game because I feel bad for you. Anything else?
One of my
have to
favorite
check this
flaws
later,
is
'cause
something called bad knees. It will actually
not
give you the
coming up
option to
at
take
all.
this flaw that'll make it so that you move faster throughout the game. But the problem is, anytime you stand up, your knees are going to make a loud popping noise that makes it so that,
duty.
well, everyone around you is going to
Black
hear you.
Ops 7. I'm surprised they're going to another Black Ops.
There's one called Kleptomaniac. This is really interesting because what it does is when you steal something, you can actually sell it for more bits than normal. And like that sounds really great. The drawback is sometimes when you're looking at things in the world that are owned by somebody else, you'll automatically steal them. So you have to be very careful about how you use them.
One of our more wacky perks is the Sun Gazer Flaw, and it just gives everyone cataracts while playing their game. So everything becomes like light shafts and blooms and hazes and makes the game pretty unplayable if you happen to choose that perk.
If you happen to be the type of player that habitually reloads your weapons like I do, well, you'll be offered the flaw of over-prepared.
Over-prepared?
Now, you'll get larger magazine sizes on all of your weapons,
that's
but
what
if
I
you
want.
ever fully empty your magazine, you're gonna take a debuff for a while. While we support options like being a gunslinger who wants to key into destructive weapons, or a rogue
I
who
just
wants
want
to
unlimited
alpha strike
ammo so
their
I can
enemies
kill
before they know
everybody.
what hit them, we also allow for a lot of fun and experimental builds. You can be a mad
who's
scientist
good?
who utilizes
I like that who's
gadgets and
good.
wacky science weapons and armors. Or even a psychopath who gains permanent bonuses to health by murdering their friends.
Nothing shows the impact of these character build options better than, in my opinion, the bridge area, which has a quest you get early on
Like
in
I said,
Paradise
we'll-
Island.
after they're done talking about the Outer Worlds 2, we'll before they get into the Grounded
Not only do
2,
you kind of encounter
I'll
this very
kinda-
early, and
I'll
it's a very
jump off.
core one to the story, but it really expresses our philosophy of allowing the player to solve problems in a bunch of ways.
Okay.
So you may solve it by, speech options. You may talk to them and maybe have to go do a quest for them and really kind of prove that you're a friend of the Protectorate to get by.
I may have need of your help, stranger, if you are ready to seize an opportunity to show fealty to the Protectorate.
You could go guns blazing and you could just take
Choice.
everyone out inside the POI,
That's
lower
what
the
I
bridge
remember,
itself, and kind of get across.
The first Outer Worlds, it was all Spacer's Choice. Not seeing too much or hearing too much about Spacer's Choice at least. Because that was the whole thing in the first one. It was all Spacer's
You could sneak
Choice,
in,
Spacer's Choice.
lower the bridge, and then actually sneak in under the bridge to get over to the other side.
It's nice to sneak. Okay, now we're watching somebody sneak under the bridge.
You
to get past
can
the bridge.
bypass the bridge entirely if you found like certain gadgets, like the shield gadget that protects you from poison gas as you go across, or the double jump boots, which kind of allow you to jump across the chasm and get across that way.
Okay.
There's even a really kind of messed up way, right? Which is players can actually
So there's
sacrifice
more
one of
than
their
just one way to
companions,
cross a
their
bridge.
who
Okay,
they've just
gotcha.
found as part of.
We're no different than the breeze if we start tossing our own to the rats. I sure as law ain't gonna follow someone who can't see the wrong in it.
I must admit, I'm surprised we could come to an understanding. But I thank you for your loyalty, stranger. As promised, you shall have clearance to cross this bridge.
It's such a fun quest, but again, it really showcases that we want you to be able to solve this in whatever way you want to. When you
Just
build
like
your
most
character
of-
your way,
most
we're there for
people
you.
like to
We
do
really
their
want you to
open
have the
world-ish
experience
games.
that you want to have out of this.
You know, because that's what most people want to do. They want more than one way.
From the very beginning of our discussions about the Outer Worlds,
finish
we
a
really
quest.
knew we wanted every game to take
It
place
makes
in a
sense.
different colony. This lets us expand on all aspects of the universe. Every colony can be its own thing with its own flavor,
Man, I
and we
even
can
forgot
center them
all the
around anything
names
we
and
want.
terms of
Any ideas or
Outer
setting
Worlds,
we're
it's been
interested in.
just so crazy.
Arcadia is an isolated colony with abundant resources, and it's run by an authoritarian faction called the Protectorate. Their dictatorship is
interesting that
thematically based around the question
Obsidian
of how much
Entertainment
freedom
makes
people will
these
give
kinda
up for
games
security
like
and luxury.
Outer Worlds
For
2,
Protectorate subjects, unfortunately, that answer is
Avowed, and
everything.
all these games a lot faster than Bethesda.
The Protectorate is also
proper.
incredibly wealthy because it was founded
than
by the
Bethesda
inventor of the skip
themselves.
drives, which are the Outer World's faster-than-light
and all their-
engines.
their groups
But those
of
skip
people.
drives are starting to cause rifts in
And
space-time, which are cutting
Obsidian's
off all
games,
the
I
other
hate to
colonies
say
on
it,
Earth from being able to trade with each
a lot
other.
of times
The
much
Order of the
better
Ascendant is an
than a lot
offshoot of the
like-
Order of Scientific
I
Inquiry
love
from the original
Starfield.
game,
I
and
love-
like them are a
don't get me wrong,
science-based
but
religion with the same
Starfield
goal
took
of solving
a
the
long
universal
time.
equation, which will allow them to predict and alter the
When's
future
next
to the
Starfield?
benefit of
In
all
another
mankind.
20
They used to
years
be
or
part of the
something? 'Cause
Protectorate, but they
they're
split off
working
to
on the
focus
new,
on solving the equation
Elder
for the good of
Scrolls
everyone,
game right
not
now.
as a way to simply
Then
control
they
the
got to do
masses.
another Fallout game, which won't be for a while.
The player's been sent to Arcadia as an
time.
Earth Directorate agent to find
And
out how
yet,
the skip drives are
Obsidian
causing the rifts and
is
what can be done to
pumping
stop them.
games like this out
Each of the
constantly.
factions have their own solutions to the rift problem and their own goals.
They have two almost.
The Protectorate
2,
wants to
3
close
games
them
coming
to
out
protect
this-
their legacy as the
not
inventor
too
of the
long from
drives
now.
and their wealth.
Like
The Order
Outer
wants to
Worlds
close them
2's
not only for the
coming
good
out
of
soon,
everyone,
then they got
but
Grounded
also
2
because they're
coming out soon. They
complicating the
just
math they're using
had
to solve the
Avowed.
universal equation. And Antes just
So,
wants to be able to open and close them at will to
it's
control all
weird
the
that
trade routes between the colonies.
One company takes a slower approach. And
In
this
addition to
company's,
expanding the
like,
themes and lore of the Outer
crazy
Worlds,
fast.
we're also expanding the humor, so each faction has its own
There's a
flavor of
spacer guy.
absurdity.
Just knock that
Andy's
guy's head
Choice
off.
is a merger between Anti-Cleo and Spacer's Choice
gonna
from the
get his
original
ass
game,
kicked.
and there are corporate representatives in the Outer Worlds too.
Okay, there
They've
we
invaded
go.
Arcadia to liberate their resources for all of humanity
There's
at a
Spacer's
profit.
Choice. There's
of
Spacer's
course.
Choice, final.
One of my favorite things from Fallout New Vegas is the radio system. It was just iconic for me, and I wanted to make sure that the Outer Worlds 2 had that. So we actually built out 3 different radio stations, one for each of the major factions. You also have a ton of music. Each station might have, like, I think 20 tracks of unique music that we've made for it. It's a lot of
Cool.
stuff.
Cool.
But the
Add
really
more
cool
music.
part about
I
this
like that.
entire thing is that we actually put a lot of reactivity into the radio. So it will respond to the things that are going on around the world that
So
you've
if I
been
kill a bunch
interacting
of
with. So
people, it'll
if
say,
you go
"Hey,
into a
someone's killing all these
location, let's say
people."
you solve a problem for the Protectorate folks. If you listen to the Protectorate radio station, they're going to be cheering you on as a hero.
Wonderful news, everyone. The Zeranium gas leaks at the Automech repair facility, strongly believed to be caused by Anti's Choice malefactors, have been corrected.
Some hotshot for hire just managed to fix the electrum leak in their repair facility. Now, I'm not saying we caused it in the first place, but we sure like the idea of all those broken auto mechanicals and all the excessive
Those
gassing
broken
and joking
non-mechanicals. Oh, look at that sword. That looks
The
pretty
factions
cool.
and companions are great examples
Yeah,
of how we're going
weird
deeper and more complex this time
steampunk sword
around.
in Outer Worlds
They're
2.
integrated into the game's storyline much more than we did on the first Outer Worlds, and like with everything else in the game, they have a lot more reactivity. There are 6 companions in the Outer Worlds too. As usual, each has
Like I
their own
said, I
quest
love
lines,
Bethesda
but this time they are also
and
connected
all
to a
their
different
studios
faction
and
and have
everything
character
that they
arcs that
do
the player
make,
can affect
but
through their choices.
Obsidian
Your first
has
companion is
a lot
Niles.
of unique
He's
stuff.
another Earth Directorate agent like you, and he's looking for your help to
frankly, I
decide
think
whether
they
he
do
wants
it
to become an even better
better a lot
agent
of times.
or to turn
They'll
his back on the
learn,
Earth
and
Directorate
they
completely.
try to make things
There's
better
also a
than
somewhat
what
cute
Bethesda
Automech
does.
support drone that is basically Niles'
Like a
helper.
little bit more
Her name is
creativity
Val.
to the games.
Marisol's part of the Order of the Ascendant, and she's an aging but still deadly assassin. That's
Aging?
right, she's a
Yeah,
deadly
she's-
mathematician who may or may not have some unfinished business to attend to with the player's help.
Okay, older green.
There's also a
lady.
cultist named Azza who is part of a sub-faction
I like
that worships
Azza's
the
hair.
rifts, and in her case, violence in general. You
Cool.
can choose to either turn her away from overt violence or support her chaotic and dangerous tendencies.
I want her. I want her.
At one
violent.
time, Anti's Choice had a program to graft soldiers with animal parts to make them more formidable. Unfortunately, it didn't quite work and most of them are now dead. There's a combat medic who survived, however, named Inez, and she wants the player to help her fix her graft, among other things. Finally, there's Tristan. He's a protected arbiter who is judge, jury, and executioner all rolled into one heavily armored package. It is your choice to either help him judge wrongdoers or show him what true justice looks like.
We definitely have
By killing-
reactivity in the game based on how you've been treating your companions. I won't reveal the end of the game, but let's say if you have not been treating treating them well, you will find out at the end of the game what that means.
Oh.
Companions are a very, very
So be
important part
naughty.
of merchandising, because that's the real beauty of the sequel. We're talking merch, baby. It is the lifeblood. It is what fuels us. Do you want to see some of my ideas? Hop, hop. Check this out. Gen Alpha loves body pillows, especially ones that look like human beings for some reason, right? Who needs a significant other when you could have a knife-wielding space psycho up in your sheets, huh? What do they do with them when they get them, huh? Maybe a little napping, maybe a little snuggling, maybe a little nut.
Okay, getting a little X-rated on this one.
The visuals of the first Outer Worlds depicted a frontier colony in space. The Outer Worlds 2 is driven by an invasion of the Arcadia colony system by Anti's choice, which shifts the visuals to be more reminiscent of a World War I-like setting in space. That evolution is seen
Visuals
across
are pretty,
all aspects of the
good.
game, starting with the
Pretty damn
factions.
good.
How do you militarize everything, including extreme capitalists or math-crazed scientists? In a World War I setting, war comes with propaganda. The Sovereign uses it to maintain control, Anti's choice uses it to help their bottom line. The Order just wants to show how it exists within the grand plan. We want players to feel like Arcadia is a living, breathing place scarred by a long-standing war. Fairfield,
like
one of
Fallout.
the first towns you encounter, was once under protectorate control, but has recently been taken over by Anti's choice. They don't just occupy the town, they
Anti's
rebrand
choice.
it with their signature style, repainting buildings, posting guards, and adding propaganda-based holograms featuring Anti and the Moon Man.
Yep, that's Anti's
Showing the
choice.
towns evolving after the invasion helps us push immersion for our players. One of our priorities in visually realizing the world of the Outer Worlds 2 was
not
making sure
Spacer's choice,
everything is
Anti's
clear
choice.
and recognizable from the player standpoint. We want to make sure each faction has a particular look and design. So when the player is running across these vast, different environments and landscapes, they're recognizing the motifs and visuals of who they're talking to, what they're going to be talking about, and how that progresses throughout the story. The first Outer Worlds was really about player interfacing with corporations. And while we have that in the Outer Worlds 2, we really want to
Lucky
express
for all
not
these
just the
guys bringing out all
corporations,
these
but
games
how the player
now
interacts
this
with
year,
other facets
because
of the
you
world,
know everybody
like
keeps
government
talking about
entities
how
or religious
Grand Theft Auto
structures.
6 is going
And
to
then we elaborate on
obliterate
those.
everybody next year when it
With
comes out.
larger
in,
environments,
what, May?
we wanted to
I think they
encourage
said?
exploration by improving
So
player
it's like,
mobility
okay, bring
across
it
the
all
board.
now. Get it
Now
out
you can
Don't
run,
worry about it
slide,
in the future.
double jump, mantle, and parkour your way through all of the nooks and crannies of these worlds. It really allows the player to just explore and have fun finding really cool stuff.
Okay,
We've aimed to make
weapons.
everything in the Outer Worlds 2 better from top to bottom.
Even your
The
weapons?
RPG elements were the start, but that's touched our story, our art, and especially our gameplay.
Definitely need this good
A
weapon.
good sequel is
Easy
true to the original. That's
Totally,
first and foremost, right? Like, we all want to add in a bunch of things as you're making a sequel, right? We want to make it bigger and better in every way. That's what we were trying to do here. And I thought we did not need this consultant. We've made enough sequels. We understand how to do this. And I will say, I don't think it's been entirely successful.
I am very proud of the combat improvements we have made in the Outer Worlds 2, thanks to my patented combat system. You may be thinking to yourself, it can't be that good? Shush, what are you even talking about? You haven't seen it yet. Watch this. Put a helmet on, because I'm about to blow all of your minds with my COMBAT system, combat system. My name is Mark, I'm the head of sequels. Shall we begin? You're thinking, what's C for? C. Capitalize the fact that the people loved
put a lot of
the
time and
first
effort into
game.
this,
We're going to take those
jokery-
people, we're going to make them buy the sequel,
jokery,
giving out pounds,
stuff.
pounds. Quick ones, ha, ha, not you, Deb. Here we go. What comes after C? O. Optimize for player satisfaction. I am terrified of online gamers, okay? I want to make them happy. So let's, okay? All right. Mobilize the players so they're ready for that sweet.
Sad thing is, I bet you they do that in
pre-order. Clap
in,
with me.
court, in
Sweet,
almost said
sweet.
courtrooms.
If you don't have rhythm,
in
Brandon, just say
office
it.
buildings and
Sweet,
like
sweet. Pre-order. Everybody has a different rhythm, and it's blowing mine. And here we go.
They probably have
B.
stupid stuff like
Burglarize.
that.
What is this? It's basically just finding new ways to loot dead bodies. You know what I mean? Right, Otis? Okay. Well, it's a big part of the game. A. You got to agonize about how many people are going to be angry that we have just put so much combat into this thing and almost no romance at all. We should look at ourselves. What is wrong with us? Huh? We can't have one love story in this? How many people have been in love? Raise your hands. Raise your hand if you're in love. Okay, are you lying?
I have a wife.
Put your hand down.
I have a wife.
T. Toi. In French, that means two. Sequel.
I think that means 3.
Okay, you're getting ahead of yourself. Come on, Claire. We're on 2.
Day
And how do we end it?
It's 3.
Anything is possible. And we've established that we're the best there is, and there's no sequel better than us. And if I could just say one more thing, thank you very much. I know I've kind of changed the world of video games today.
For The Outer Worlds 2, we wanted to improve gunplay in every way. We focused on improving the feel of each weapon, the way a weapon snaps into ADS, the way recoil feels when firing, and how impactful our sound effects really sell the weapon's fantasy, to things like how unique reload animation can add a lot of character to each weapon. We've increased the variety of weapons by including new weapon types, but also through a host of fun and unique weaponry. We have things like the Bourse Blaster that fires out tumors that can explode like grenades.
Tumors?
Or can even be eaten by the player for additional health.
Okay.
We have a weapon called Rookie's Reward that will actually level up the more you use it throughout the game.
If you eat the tumors,
and every time it levels up, it's got fun fanfare where it's like shooting out confetti and it's got a fun little setup. We have a really fun weapon called the pop-up gun. It fires out ad drones that will distract your enemies with corporate ads, slogans, and jingles.
I like
While your
that
enemies
one.
are distracted, you can focus fire on them or explode these drones for additional damage.
Oh yeah.
New to The Outer Worlds 2 are throwables. So you can use frag grenades to flush out enemies, smoke grenades to camouflage and escape, distraction devices to bait enemies into a stealth attack, and even science grenades that will levitate enemies, allowing you to fire upon them while they float helplessly.
Science grenades, that's cool. I like that one. I want a science grenade.
And of course, science weapons are back. We have returning favorites, like the Shrink Ray. This time it's been upgraded, so you can shrink your enemy down to the size of a sprat and run over them, exploding them into bits.
The Shrink Ray, that was probably my favorite one from the first game, so we brought it into the second game. But we improved it though, so instead of shrinking your enemies for a short period of time and having them re-expand, this time they stay shrunk, and we actually added in the ability to step on them and kind of squish them and kick them, because we knew that was the player fantasy. We knew that's what everybody wanted to do. They wanted to step on the enemies, they wanted to kick them. So we made sure to double down on that stuff.
I wonder what kind of ammo
In
you
addition
need.
to things like our
That's what
returning
I really
favorites, we
hated
also
about
have some
Outer
really
World-
fun and
Worlds
unique
game, the
new
first one.
science weapons.
The
One of
ammo,
them's
you
called
had
the
to find all
Armageddon.
this
This one's really cool because
kind
it
of ammo,
actually
and it
shoots
was
out
like
these
hard to
masses that are like these
find
little
or
arms that will
create
stick
ammo.
to people or cover or all kinds of different
It was
things.
just too much,
And
and
they
I
will
just
continue
like,
to just
well,
hit
I
them
can't use my good
until
weapons,
they get
I gotta
destroyed.
use these other ones.
And we have another one that's just super cool called the
hopefully they fix
Spectrum
that up.
Dance Saber. This is a melee weapon that actually lets you attack to a musical beat. And if you continue to do that, you'll actually get additional bonuses each hit you do. One of my personal favorite weapons is called the
Bebop
Big Bang.
sword.
It's just a big freaking gun that uses material harvested from rifts to shoot out a giant ball of energy,
So it's like the
vaporizing
BFG
everything in its
in
path.
Doom.
Now,
So they
ammo's
created
extremely rare
their
for
own
this weapon,
BFG.
but you can use it in just the right situation to devastating effects.
Well, you just take out a whole bunch of enemies with this BFG.
Like another great one is Gary.
Just like in Doom.
If you wear Gary, he will lash out at your opponents as you're
Gary.
walking through combat. So we even have science armors, and we've really kind of shown off what we thought was really great for the player from a science perspective.
We're all about letting people play the game their way. There are some players who prefer to be immersed in a first-person view, taking in all of the details. But there are others who really prefer to take the world in from a third-person perspective. Why not allow both? Well, now you can swap between the two, letting you enjoy the experience in whatever way you like.
Something like you get to do in Avowed and
One of the
every
things I
other
really
game
like
out
about
there.
having the third-person mode is being able to see all of the fun and unique armors and armor
and
combinations
your
and
own armor
weapons that
and
you can
stuff,
equip your
so
player
you can
with.
sell your DLC.
All of the actions that you could do in first
Stuff
person, so you're double jumping around, you get to see your
Cosmetics.
character in that way.
If
You
they
get
do
to
that.
take in the world and see things in a different light.
Yeah, I like third person. I think I played Avowed in more third person than first
The
person.
Outer Worlds 2 is really the biggest game we've ever made. Bigger choices, more reactivity, more weapons, more things to find in each of the
Looks
worlds
like
the
a pile
players
of
can
shit that
visit.
they're showing on the screen.
The team has done incredible work bringing the Outer Worlds 2 to
Hopefully
life.
the finding the weapons and stuff.
And we can't wait for you to play it.
They just
Even though
showed
we've
a
always
guy
been a
taking
multi-project
piss in the
studio,
toilet.
this is going to be the first
They
time
made a
we've ever
virtual
released
piss guy
3 games
piss
in 1 year. It feels amazing to do. We're so excited for more people to be playing our games. It is
Grounded
truly
2 is
an
probably
exciting
the-
time here at
the
Obsidian.
smaller of
We're
the
exploring
three
worlds
games that they
big
make.
and small while expanding on franchises
still.
that we've created, and we have no plans to slow down. We hope you all continue to come along with us as we do what we do best,
Yeah.
make your worlds your way.
Okay, I think it's almost this way. I think we're almost off to some. Like I said, I'm not gonna watch the Grounded 2 one. You can watch that on your own. That's something I will not talk. Okay, Outer Worlds 2 looks good. I'm just hoping it's not overwhelming like the first one. Like it was too.
With the Outer Worlds 2, we're all about the best place to play, which is also the promise of Xbox. You could play the Outer Worlds 2 on this Xbox, but it may be hard to play it when you're staring at all these beautiful holes. Let's cut that. You can play the Outer Worlds 2 on this Xbox.
They're showing the Series X and S.
Oh yeah, now that's Microsoft. Or you can take a phone call on this Xbox, then play the Outer Worlds 2 right after. Excuse me, I'm getting a call. Hello? What am I doing? I'm playing the Outer Worlds. Hello? Yeah, this is Mark. I didn't know I had jury duty today. You could play the Outer Worlds 2 on this Xbox, but it takes 2 people to lug around safely. We're gonna go up to my apartment, okay? And this is an
first off, a
Xbox you
TV
actually wear
isn't
that
that heavy
also
anymore.
plays the Outer Worlds 2. What do you think, Claire?
This is amazing.
Are you playing?
I think so.
Fantastic. So now this is actually not an Xbox, so you cannot play the Outer Worlds 2
they're
on it.
doing the whole
Can't play
Xbox
anything on
joke
this.
thing.
I guess Bread. You ever play Bread where you take it out of one slot, put it in the other? I don't have friends. If you pre-order the premium edition now, you'll get early access, which is like a prequel to the sequel, or is launch the sequel to
No,
the
I
pre-order.
think it's just a
or like,
shitty thing.
why
to
are any
do.
of us alive at any
I'll
at any
wait for
time?
it on Game Pass when I play it
Doesn't
on
matter.
Game Pass.
Either way, my job here is done. It's time for the Grounded 2 portion of the Direct, which is sort of like the sequel to the Outer Worlds 2 portion of the
I
Direct,
think I'm done with
which
this,
I
folks.
absolutely just hit a
Let's
home
go.
run with. You know, it's really nice to see my influence go on to other
Yeah,
games.
yeah, okay.
Take it away, team.
I could pause there. Okay, it was a little too much for that guy. Yeah, a little too much of that guy. We'll go back to my normal screen here. Okay, so that was the Xbox Direct and stuff like that. Not bad, not bad. Seemed like they could have had some more stuff. I think it was missing some stuff. I don't know. I had that feel to like it was missing something, but I don't know. Things are so wonky and stuff with Microsoft and everything going on in the games sphere that, you know, it's just gonna be what it's gonna be, you know. For the weird fact, what the hell? And I was checking on that. I'm gonna go back. Maybe I'll go on my Xbox here because, hold on 1 second, folks. We're gonna take this over here. I'm gonna move this over here. Oh, I got everything over there. Excuse me for 1 second, folks. Da, 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 da. I'm gonna stick on my Xbox because I want to see very quickly before I talk this up. I have not seen the Final Fantasy XVI thing on the Xbox Store. So at least when I'm looking on their website, it was not showing up, and they said it's available now. That's why I'm checking on the Xbox Store. Okay. It's not even booting up. Why isn't... Oh, there we go. Now the store's booting up. Okay. So they got Elden Ring. They got all these other games. You would think they would have that as your front and center game on the Xbox Store, because it's like, oh, we got all these Final Fantasies now. Okay, Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy. Okay. Now I need a 16 here. Alrighty then. And it's not up here. Okay, they got XVI Online. Complete Edition Online. Is that what that is? That wasn't an online game, was it? XVI Online? Wasn't it just the regular game, or was that actually online? I thought that this game wasn't an online game. This looks to be it. Make a new account. What's online about it? Oh, this is XIV. No, we're talking about 16 here. I'm all confused, folks. We're supposed to get... Look at this. Final Fantasy 7, Final Fantasy 16. It's supposed to be out. Final Fantasy 16, Xbox launch today. That's what it says here. Huh. Huh. Okay, so what's all this crap then? Maybe it's not up yet? Maybe it's coming up soon? Because I'm not seeing it here. Because they got everything else. They don't have 16. Because that's XIV. That's different. That's what I was trying to look at here. I'm trying to look for the new Final Fantasy. So maybe it's later today it's going up? Maybe Microsoft made a stupid boo-boo or something, because I'm not seeing anything here about Final Fantasy. And you, like I said, you would think they would put this like as one of the front and center kind of games to put on here. And I'm not seeing anything here. I'm not seeing anything. New games. Okay, we're under the new game section. Elon and Friends. Cyber Lover Story. Okay, whatever that one is. Among Ashes. Power Racing. I'm looking at new games. Elden Ring. Everybody's been talking about that. I'm going down the list here. Outbreak. Sorry about this crappy pod, folks. I'm just looking for Final Fantasy 16, and it's not popping up. I think Microsoft made a oopsie and not popping it up right away or whatever. Huh. Because I'm looking for it and I'm seeing everything but that. Said it was coming out today. Nope, not on there. Microsoft made a oopsie. Maybe it's going to come out later. Maybe they're still putting it up on the store or something. I don't know. I don't get it. Not that I would get it like right away, but kind of interested in seeing what Final Fantasy 16 will be like. Because, like I said, I'm not going to play it on Steam. I'm not playing it on PC or anything like that. So, I mean, not PC, on PlayStation. So I'm just wondering what's going on with that. Anywho, let's talk some more what happened at the Xbox Showcase. Like I said, thank you for joining me here on this journey. It was okay. It wasn't 100% the best. I wish it would have. They kind of sped through everything like they've been normally doing. I wish they would slow it down a little bit. Sure, you would have to go a little bit longer, but they're not doing this live. Everything that you've seen is pre-taped. So they could have slowed it down. You could have had like 2-3 hours like they used to do back when they used to do it for TV. It used to be like 2 to 3 hours for these streams and events and stuff. And it's like, okay, make it like a 2-3 hour stream and just slow everything down. Talk about stuff. Talk about the Xbox ROG or the ROG Xbox Ally, as it's called. It's the ROG Xbox Ally, which that was on the top of the show pretty much. It looks great. I'm reading everybody's comments and stuff here. I'm reading news stories about it. It's supposed to come out in the fall. That's what it's saying. It doesn't have a release date yet. It is coming. The Xbox Ally is coming like fall. The two variants of it, of course, there's going to be the Xbox Ally lower edition, of course, the cheaper one, which is going to be a lot less powerful, folks. I'm telling you, you're going to get a lot less power. So it's like having the Series X and S, version of them, which Asus has already done. Because if you bought the Z1 Extreme or the Z1, which I would never suggest the Z1, that's what it's going to be like for this with the Z2 and the Z2 Extreme. I would definitely consider spending a bit more money and getting the Z2 Extreme, because not only are you going to be getting, the 8-core, 16 threads of Zen 5 of the the Ryzen AI Z2 Extreme, but you're going to have 16 cores of the GPU, RDNA 3.5. You're going to get 24 gigabytes of RAM, which, trust me, folks, playing games, PC, whatever, on a handheld. I got 16 on this original one because that's what it originally came out with. And then they got the Ally X down the road. That's when they went to 24. Big improvement. I don't have that one. I have the original one. And I wish I had more memory in mine. Mine only has 16 gigs of RAM in the original Ally or Ally Extreme. Having 24 gigs of RAM will do wonders for the game. And I've been saying this for a long time. Some people don't agree with that. Some people say, no, it's all about the processor and how many threads are. Sure, it does, but if you want your software to run, which all the games, all the extra applications, even if you're like me and you turn everything off and you're just playing games on it and you just use the interface and stuff, it still takes up and eats up a lot of memory. And having 24 gigs of RAM, that's going to be great. Of course, it has an SSD or M.2 SSD in there, and it comes with a 1 terabyte one. Of course, I'm going to stick like a 4 to 8 terabyte M.2 drive in that sucker. Let's see how much those cost actually nowadays. I should look it up. Amazon.com. Let's see here. How about a 8 terabyte M.2 drive? Let's see what they got here in results. They did go down a little bit. They were a lot more expensive. Oh, the Alexar one, here's a good one. They got a Western Digital. I still staying away from Western Digital because they had so many issues before with Western Digital stuff. They got a 4. If you want a 4 terabyte one, they got one from Samsung here. Let's see here. I'm trying to look which one's faster. They look like they're the same. Are they just being sold by different people? Because one's $299 and one is $252. What's the difference? Why is there two different? They must be being sold by different people. But $252 or $299, $300 for 4 terabyte Super fast Samsung drive ain't bad. Ain't bad at all for one of those. Crucial, they're selling 4 terabytes. They got this Crucial's got an 8 terabyte one for $1,000. Sabrent has a 8 terabyte Rocket 4. That's what I used in my ROG Ally Extreme 1. I used a Sabrent M.2 drive. They want over $1,000 for it. Corsair wants for an 8 terabyte one for $849. And you're probably saying, Mr. Mike, do you really need 8 terabytes for your games? Well, if you're as greedy and wanting as much stuff on your handheld as possible, like me or other gamers out there, because we always want the most storage. Yeah, I would. They got a $799 one here, $799 or $800 for a Corsair, a different version of that. That's the one I got on my PC, the 8 terabyte one. But there was one up here, and I know there was 2 up here, right? Yeah, no, there's 2. Yeah, well, for $684.99, you could get an 8 terabyte Lexar drive, solid state M.2 drive. That ain't bad. It's not really bad in prices because they all used to be like, and then they got one if you want to go if you want to try out Western Digital, $619.99. They used to be all like over $1,000. They were close to almost $2,000 for these drives. So prices have dropped. Like maybe I'd consider getting this $800 Corsair one if you want to go with that. Or if I did decide to just go with just 4 terabytes, if I didn't want to be a gimme all of it now. If I just decide to go with a 4 terabyte drive, Crucial has, like I said, Crucial has one for $259. They've $299 for Samsungs, depending on who you want to go. I usually say Samsung or Crucial on those. Like I said, Team Group also sells a 4 terabyte one. Corsair. There's a lot of good ones, and that's actually relatively decent. I know a lot of people are saying $600 to $900 for 4 to 8 terabytes. That's expensive. Well, you gotta understand, PC technology is expensive, but what it was before, just a year ago, it was double that cost when I bought my solid state drives and stuff and my M.2 drives. Now it seems like it's dropped significantly, and especially when we're in these so-called tariff wars and trade wars and stuff, that ain't bad. Now, what are these units going to cost? Because, like I said, they got the bare bone Xbox Ally specs, which is going to be like 4 cores, 8 threads. Like I said, I would stay away from this one because you're only getting 16 gigs of RAM and only has 8 cores of GPU, even though it is the more, what should I say, heftier Ryzen Z2, but it's the A version. I would only get the AMD Ryzen AI Z2 Extreme one. I would get the 8-core 16 threads one, 24 gigs of RAM, terabyte to start off with, has 80 watts of power to it. It probably is going to be like $800 if I'm going to say on that, because they're even talking to ROG Ally X. You can expect the price around $799, $800 here. They're saying that's probably what it's going to be as well. The other one's probably going to be like $599, $600, if I may say so, on the lesser version of it. But like I said, you're going to get a significant drop in power for your games. You're not going to be able to play as many games with that unless if Microsoft's really going to gut and bare bone Windows for this thing. They're special, which I'm guessing there's going to be a special version of Windows for this. That's why I think they're saying holiday of 2025, because maybe they're still working on Windows 11 version of a version of Windows 11 for the Ally Xbox Ally X and stuff like that. So, and of course, you know, streamlining all the games that are going to be able to be played on and all that other stuff. Of course, it's going to have, you know, the great screen to it, 120 hertz refresh rate, all the great stuff, which I find, like I said, on my ROG Ally Extreme, it's great. It's great with all that stuff. I'm very happy about all that stuff. We'll just have to wait and see. Like I said, I think the predictions on these hands-on, on these looks of it, and it looks great. Like the regular ROG Ally, if you look at that, it's got a nice, and I should have brought it in here with me. It's got a nice feel and look to it, but with this new Xbox ROG Ally, it's actually got the controller built in. It's like they took apart, and I said this before, it's like they took apart one of these and they pulled it apart, they put the screen in the middle, and you actually got nice holding capability. I think better holding capability of this one compared to the original ROG Ally that I have. And of course, it has the Windows, the Microsoft Xbox button, dedicated Xbox button on here. They also said it had force feedback as well. So it's actually going to have what PlayStation controllers have, where it's supposed to have the force feedback and stuff. I don't know if it said it's also going to have, like, not that the sticks ever had any stick drift or anything, but I wonder if they have anything like, you know, the non-stick issue, the stick drift. What do they call that? So many terms, and I keep forgetting on that. But let's see here. I'm trying to look to see if they talk about it. Talking about user experience. New tech won't come cheap. Of course not. I'm thinking like I said, $7.99, $6.99, stuff like that, because you're getting a PC here, folks, in a handheld, because you'll be able to use this as a PC as well. So if you're thinking, we got to get Johnny a new PC, but he wants to game on it, but we don't want to have a box or a laptop, let's get him this handheld, because you can use it as a PC, because you can hook it up with a monitor, get a wireless keyboard and mouse for it, or whatever you want, and it has plenty of power, storage, memory, and you can do stuff on this just like a PC. I used my ROG Ally as a PC sometimes. You know, it does work very well to do that because it's running Windows 11, and this is going to run a probably more forked down version of Windows 11 that's going to be even faster and better for this, I'm hoping. So, yeah. I'm not seeing anything else here if they're using hollow effect sticks. That's what I'm thinking. Hollow effects. But they said there's going to have the force feedback in the sticks and stuff like that. And probably going to be some hollow effect. But it looks good. It looks like an Xbox controller with a screen on it, if you like that or not. Definitely, I would suggest getting the higher end version of this when it does get announced to be coming out. This is the first time that I think Asus has ever came out later with one of these things, because they said holiday, so fall, September, October-ish, I'm guessing, with that, or until Microsoft is done with their software part of it, because I'm sure that's what's holding everything up. I don't think it's Asus that's holding that stuff up. I think it might be Microsoft holding it up. But hey, if you want to get one of these, save your pennies now, because you're going to need to save a lot of pennies to get this. I was ready to buy this like right away, but now that I know this is coming out a little later, that means I get more time with my original ROG Ally, and you know, I could pay off other stuff that I can want to pay off, and I don't have to worry about buying this handheld right away, because I would have bought this like right away. If they said this was going to be available in July or August or something, I would have totally bought this Xbox Ally X right away. But I can wait now, so that's great. Like I said, let's see the quick rundown here. I'm just going to go through the website and what the website's showing here. So I am seeing Final Fantasy VII Remake, Intergrade, that was announced. Like I said, also Final Fantasy 16 official Xbox launch trailer, which, like I said, haven't seen that on the storefront yet. I'll have to wait. Well, I'll wait and dig deeper. Maybe they had a oopsie or something behind the scenes, because, like I said, I didn't see that. And I know this ain't an online thing, this Final Fantasy 16. It's not an online game, so I don't know what's going on with that. But I am very, very interested in playing this one if I can. Like I said, it's not showing up in the store. Wait for a sale. Okay, people are saying wait. Word of the wise, Xbox fans, wait for a sale. First third is great. Second third drags, and its ending should have been the finale. The last third is an utter slog. Okay, so somebody's wrote in the comments here on this website and said that's what it is. Okay, I'll wait for a sale. But like I said, if I don't see it on the storefront, I can't buy it anyway. So, and I probably don't have time to play a Final Fantasy 16 yet anyways, so I will wait. That Call of Duty Black Ops 7 looks interesting. They just came out with Black Ops 6. I get, why are they doing another Black Ops? Did they say they were going to go to another Black Ops? I thought I heard something before that they said they were just going to go to the next one was going to be another Black Ops or something like that. So that's going to be kind of interesting. It looks interesting. It looks different than your regular Black Ops, and it makes me wonder, should I keep trying? Maybe, because that's one of the games I dropped off of, the Call of Duty Black Ops 6. It was okay up to a point, and then I'm like, do I want to keep playing this game? Now I'm wondering if should I just stop playing it and just wait for Black Ops 7 to play that? Doesn't matter because I got Game Pass, so maybe I should just not play any more Black Ops 6 because I kind of got what I wanted out of it, and then it just kind of started to slog off for me. I don't know. The story kind of went, and I'm like, what am I doing now in this game? And it's like, oh, now you're going to the zombie part of the game, and it's like, okay. I don't know, but we'll see probably more on Black Ops 7 eventually, sooner than later. Keeper from Double Fine Games. Double Fine makes some great games, makes some interesting games. That Psychonauts 2 game, I should get back into because that was pretty good. I just never played any more of it. They're an interesting company, and they make a lot of weird stuff. They take a long time to make stuff. You know, Tim Schafer and them takes a long time to make games over at Double Fine, but they make a unique experience. This Keeper game, it looks really good. It looks really sorry. It looks really good, and it's been a long time since then, and it's going to be coming out soon, October 17th, end of this year. And it says, check out the gameplay of the Keeper, developed by the Keeper set in a world where the sentient lighthouse is sunnily awakened. With the help of the seabird companion, the structure embarks on a fantastical journey. Keeper is slated to release October 17, 2025 on Xbox Series X and S and PC. It doesn't say PlayStation or anything. I'm surprised. I'm surprised they didn't want to put this on PlayStation and stuff. But it does look very interesting. It has like that little Eye of Sauron approach to it that it's intriguing to me. I'm thinking I want to play some Keeper when that comes out in October. Then they talk more about Final Fantasy 16 Xbox launch today and blah blah blah. Like I said, didn't see that. Final Fantasy 7 remake integrate and I don't. What is that? Is that mean that both are coming? Because does that mean both Final Fantasy 7 remake and blah 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 is coming in the package? Because this integrate. Because this isn't the after effect, right? This isn't. I shouldn't be watching this with the sound on, but Are they going forward with this? Coming when it... Because I know nothing. I know they made like multiple, like it was in chapters, and I'm wondering, what is this? This Final Fantasy VII Remake Integrate. Is that the third chapter of it all? And if so, when are we getting the first two chapters? So if I wanted to play it, I don't want to start off in the third chapter. I want to start from the beginning. So I'll have to look more. I'm not, like I said, I'm not the biggest into Final Fantasy. When I played and finally beat Final Fantasy 13, that was like the biggest Final Fantasy I ever played and actually beaten for the first time, and I liked it. And that's with Cloud and all the other characters. This is, or I mean with not Cloud. What's her name? Oh shit, my brain. Too much thinking. too much thinking and not enough explaining. What's her name? Okay, I was thinking of Lightning, not Cloud, but Lightning, from the first one and all the group. But I don't know. I want to see what the Final Fantasy VII. I hear those games are really good, and they looked really good when I watched people play them. I just want all the chapters, so I'm not just waiting. I know they're super long and all that, but if they're coming out with like the third chapter for Xbox first and then get the other two, why would anybody want to play it? You know what I'm talking about? I might be just thinking wrongly on that, right? Sea of Thieves, Smuggler's Tide, Season 17. Yes, Invisible Versus. It's a 3v3 invincible fighting game revealed at the Xbox showcase, but what is it? Is there going to be more characters? Based on Skybound's acclaimed comic book series by Robert Kirkman, which, didn't he do The Walking Dead and stuff? Sounds like that guy. Under the work. Let's see here. Producer of Invincible versus Every Line. I don't know nothing about this. They only showed a handful. A lot of people are saying that the graphics are horrible in this. Okay, yeah, it looked comic booky, but I thought that's what they were going for. Like I said, I don't see what are the other characters? They only showed a handful of characters in this fighting game. And yeah, I don't know nothing about this Invincible Versus. But it doesn't seem to, it seems a little bit intrigue me, but I am playing Marvel shit. I know, my brain again. I am playing, hold on, I can tell you right now. Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, yes. That's the game I'm playing. I am playing Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, which a lot of people hated, and I kind of like it. So, who knows? Persona 4 Revival. Should I even care? Because I got Persona 4 Golden. I keep stopping playing that. Every time I want to play it, I stop at the middle and I never continue playing it. Will this be more meaningful, this Persona 4 Revival? People wanted it. I think I want it. But the graphics look similar, because it doesn't look like they're any better than the original. But I could be wrong, because we didn't see too much of it. Or I'll start it. You're going to hear some sound. They didn't show too much of it. They didn't show, it looks like the world looks like the world. Everything looks like it did in the original game. Like I'm looking at the protagonist run down the main street here. They didn't show any battles or anything for it. Should I really care? Especially when the main character, voice actor, said they're not reprising their role for it. Should I care? People, should I care? I could just play Persona 4 Golden, right? I own it. I should play that more. finish that, wait for a proper Persona, what is it, 6 reveal or something down the road. Maybe. How about Gears of War Reloaded, folks? Are we going to be playing more of that? I think I will, especially if there's new achievements. I will play through the story. I will try to start playing some online, see if people will play online with me. I'll try to play that on the PC online, see how good that has been, because I haven't played Gears of War online. Kind of disappointed that they weren't talking about a whole collection, because we were all thinking there was going to be a whole Gears of War remaster collection with Gears 2, 3, Judgment, which I know a lot of people don't like Judgment, but that's what I wanted. Because we already got a remaster of Gears of War. I know this is going to be even better with 4K, 120 frames per second, blah, 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 blah. But it's still the same game, same story, same stuff. So I will play through it again, because that's me. Of course, I'll do that. More looking forward to the prequel, the Gears of War prequel that's coming out soon. But we'll see. We'll see where that is. Let's see. Anything else here? Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4 launch trailer. You get Turtles. You got Bikini Bottom. You got a lot of interesting stuff in it. It looks pretty cool. Tony Hawk was back showing it off, and damn, he looks pretty old. I'm sorry. Damn, Tony. I know he's old. I know he's older. I know he's been a while. I'm thinking of him as younger Tony back in the day, but damn, he's looking at age. But hopefully, I cannot wait to play this. It is coming out soon. It is coming out July 11th. Not too long away, folks. We don't have that much to wait. I will be playing this on PC. I'll be definitely doing some gaming with you guys on PC, or I will be showing it off on PC in videos and stuff. Maybe do a GameOn session with it. But that should be a good July 11th, folks. And then, plus, I'll be able to play this on... Well, I can I don't have to pre-order to play the demo, but for Game Pass. But what am I trying to say here? Playing this on a handheld, like I'll be able to play this on my ROG Ally. That'll be cool. Playing Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4 on the ROG Ally. Yeah, it's gonna be so great to have that ROG Ally. Playing all these new games, and then eventually, like I said, with this ROG Xbox LAX coming out later on, people are already saying they have hands-on with this device, and they said it's pretty good. But everybody's wondering about the price, which here's the thing, folks. The price is going to be expensive. It's a PC and a handheld. You can't just think of it as a gaming console or a Nintendo Switch or anything like that. It's a PC in a handheld. It's a gaming PC in a handheld. You got to think of PC, gaming PC handheld. You can't think of, oh, this is going to be something for my kids, blah, blah, blah. No, this is going to be a premium device at a premium thing. They're going to have that lesser version, which I'm saying right now, do not get the lesser version. Get the one with the 24 gigs of RAM, folks, and the terabyte at least of hard drive space in it with the more powerful chipset, because you're going to need that for games like Doom, the Dark Ages and stuff like that to play well on it, because you're not going to be able to play that on this one. I'm telling you, trust me on this. You're going to need the RAM and stuff, and you're going to want to invest even maybe in more than a terabyte hard drive. Trust me. And it's going to be at least $799, which, frankly, I was thinking that was going to be the case, because I paid well over that for my ROG Ally my ROG Ally Z1 back in the day, the Extreme Edition. And that was because I put in a 2 terabyte hard drive in that M.2 drive as well. So that upped the price a bit. So just think of it that way, folks. And you can't complain about the price, because you're getting a whole PC with 24 gigs of RAM, very powerful SoC chipset in there. You're getting great handheld, great screen, great sound. It is a great device. It's going to suck up battery like nothing, so make sure you just plug it in like I do with my Z1 Extreme, and you're going to have a ball of fun with it. Trust me. It comes fully loaded. And like they said, if Microsoft and Xbox and them do a good job at stripping Windows 11 and making it really good for this device, it'll be better than ever because there'll be less system resources taxing it. It'll run everything better. It'll be a better user interface. And I'm still wondering about if we can play console games, because it sounded like they said that we would be able to play console games sort of with this, or digital console games. I don't know if that was true or not, but it sounded like it, because they said play all your games on the go, all your game, blah. I know cross-platform games and stuff like that, but it really sounded to me like they were also hinting at you might be able to play maybe some Xbox games in general. But who knows? I'm probably totally wrong on this. But you never know. If Microsoft could do it, that would be a game changer for that. I don't know. Anemio, that's an interesting game. It is one of those very cutesy games. It says it's a new free-to-play pen and paper action role-playing game by Paw Print Studio. In this game, players can take on the role of a pathfinder, capturing creatures in idyllic landscapes and involving their magical companions to help explore mysterious dungeons and solve puzzles and engage in PvP and PvE battles. Animo will be released in 2026 on Xbox Series X and S and PC. Okay, that is totally something different than I thought it was. Yeah, it looks totally different than what I was thinking it was, because when they were showing this trailer, it looks like a Pokemon game. But it's in the trailer, it looks totally like a Pokemon game in a way. Okay. Now, this is coming from IGN. If you were wondering where this animal, like I'm looking at some of these, because IGN has everything in a rundown, so I can read it all in a rundown. Solo leveling, Rise Overdrive. You got your Fallout 76 Gone Fishing DLC. Like I said, don't really Fallout 76. Played a little bit of is good, but Planet of Lana 2. I never even heard of the first one. Mudang 2 Hearts. This was that stealth. Okay, it's a new stealth action game. Mudang 2 Hearts is set in a not too distant future where North and South Korea are on the precipice of unification. Muster Idpus terrorist group attacks, sending the nations into chaos. Mudang. Okay, that's how I gotta say. Mudang 2 Hearts is set to release in 2026 on Xbox Series X and S, PC, and PlayStation 5. Is this also a Game Pass game or not? So this is like a North and South Korea. Is this like a propaganda game or something? It looked interesting. I gotta say, it did look interesting. Age of Mythology Retold, Heavenly Spear. That looked interesting. That's when you had the sword girl doing all the stuff. There are no ghosts at the Grand. That looks like a game comparable to the South of Midnight without the stop motion stuff. That's what it looked like to me. That's what I get the vibes of the South of Midnight. There's a lot of seeming like music and dancing and stuff like that. And it has a little bit of Slime Rancher in it with the Ghostbuster like gun thing. So, okay. That's interesting. That was an interesting game. That's coming out for Game Pass. That will be a Game Pass game. And I think, what did they say? Oh, it's set to release in 2026. The Grand developed by who's it made by? I forgot who it was made by. Friday Sunda. Okay. Yeah, but it's got that, like I said, it's got that vibe. It looks really interesting. It's got that the South of Midnight vibe to it. Aphelon official trailer. What was Aphelon? It was that space game. Check out this is Don't Nod's new sci-fi adventure game, Aphelon. Made in collaboration with the European Space Agency, you will be traveling across hostile snowy planet in search of your lost crewmate. Aphelon is coming to Xbox Series X and S, PS5, and PC in 2026. Looked interesting. Had a little bit of was this the one that had a little bit of Dead Space feel to it? It had a little weird feel to it. It was in a cold planet too, so I was like, oh, maybe some what's that game called? Lost Planet feel to it, which made me really cold to look at it. The Elder Scrolls Online Tales of Tamriel, I would definitely play that, but unless if I can't get a good online name, I could say go screw it. Chronos, The New Dawn, that one, that's why I'm rechecking these because I forget what they look like half the time. Bluebird Team, oh yeah, okay, are back with another slice of survivor horror with Chronos, The New Dawn. Get a new look at the sci-fi horror game. It's launching in the fall of 2025 on Series X and S, PC, stuff like that. This looks pretty interesting with the whole suit thing, and you're going in, and it's got a little Silent Hill-esque type of feel to it, but something different, even though I didn't care for Silent Hill games. Which that new Silent Hill that coming out, that Silent Hill FI, looks pretty cool. And it looks like something I would actually play because it's more of a boom, hit things with kind of thing, I guess. They talked about Grounded 2, which is launching next month, I guess, in game preview. Oh, Xbox game preview? Okay. I'm not going to play any Grounded 2. You got to have friends to play that. Clockwork Revolution. This looks like a definite steampunk game, if you want to talk about steampunk games. It's In Exile Entertainment's Clockwork Revolution is an action RPG that lets you take control of time, take a look at some brand new gameplay as you watch the thing, if you watch this. So it's one of those time things. It looked interesting. Looked a little bit of Bioshock-y thing. Noticed that nobody talked about Bioshock or anything. But it looked interesting. Beast of Reincarnation. Okay, this game looked really good. I'm very excited for this game. It is from Game Freak, which we know makes Pokemon games, which is weird because this looks too realistic for any Pokemon game. But they're best known for Pokemon series of video games, which is weird that they're doing a game for like everything else, like Xbox and PC and PlayStation. They didn't say anything for Switch 2, though, which is also weird. Marks a departure from what we used to seeing from Game Freak with an action RPG gameplay reminiscent of the likes of Black Myth Wukong. Yes, it does. It has this Asian girl, directed by Koto Furushima. Beast of Reincarnation, allows players to step into the role of Emma, the Sealer, as the journey through the post-apocalyptic Japan to save humanity from extinction. It looks very good. I forgot if this was coming to... Oh, it is. Okay, there we go. It's also a day one Game Pass title. Okay, well, that solves everything. I'm going to definitely be playing this game from Game Freak because it's pretty good looking. She looks good. The game looks good. And it's made by the Pokemon people, which, You know, Game Freak has that money. They have that Poke Cash. So I guess they wanted to spread out and do some other games besides just tons of Pokemon. It looks really good. It looks really good. And people are saying it looks... Everybody's surprised on how they're developing a Stellar Blade Nier-like game. And it looks really good. It looks really good. I cannot wait to play that. They said it's next year, right? Yeah, 2026. That's good. And also there's some new DLC for Indiana Jones and the Great Circle coming out. The Giants finally has... The Order of the Giants also has a release date. Hold on. Excuse me. September 4th of this year. The Order of the Giants will be coming for the Great Circle, which... I gotta still play and beat the game itself. So, because Indiana Jones and the Great Circle is a fun game, I just gotta get back into it. Because there were so many games coming out. That's one of those games I gotta get back into. I gotta get back into doing more indie. I gotta play more indie. It looked good. Pretty fun. Ninja Gaiden 4, that looked really good. I still gotta finish and beat Ninja Gaiden 2 Black. Which I will do. That's one of those goals I'm set for, especially for my staycation, which is coming up in 1 week, folks. 1 week, my staycation. Super Meat Boy 3D official gameplay reveal set for early 2026 release. It looks good. For Super Meat Boy, I never really cared about the regular Super Meat Boy games, the 2D games, but this 3D one looks really cool. It looks like something that people could play in competition or something to see how good they get through it and stuff. It is coming out in early 2026 for PlayStation, Xbox, PC, etc., etc. It's fast, gory gameplay. Let's see here. And the funny thing is, this is also has not been announced for the Switch 2 or anything. Is it saying it's coming for Game Pass or not? Maybe not. It probably eventually will, because they didn't announce it. But I forgot if they announced this would be coming for Game Pass or... Actually, you know what? I could just check out the trailer here. Excuse me. I'm going to mute it. And we'll put it at the end of the trailer here. Coming early to Xbox PC, Xbox Cloud. Okay, it didn't say anything about Game Pass or anything, but you never know. Might, or if not, it's probably like $30, right? It's probably cheap. But it looks cool. Super Meat Boy 3D looks really good. Really good. The Blood of Dawnwalker. Bandai Namco, The Rebel Wolves upcoming action RPG, The Blood of Dawnwalker. In it, you play as Dawnwalker trapped between worlds of regular humans and vampires, tasked with tipping the scales back in humanity's favor. Blood of the Dawnwalker releases in 2026 on Xbox, PC, and PlayStation. No, not much about it, but it's a vampire-esque kind of game, and it's an RPG. And, of course, the Xbox ROG LAX, or Xbox LAX. Yes, they showed that. High on Life 2. That was something that I didn't expect. High on Life 2. I loved High on Life. I know people had their mixed receptions about it, especially with like I said, the voice actor guy that people kind of got disgusted by. What's he talking? Let's see here. Forgot what his name was. You know, the Rick and Morty guy, but this should be interesting. I don't know if like I said, if they got somebody else to do the guy. If you didn't remember, High on Life 2 was the sequel to the Squanch Games Foul Mouth Gun game. Sees the developer returning to its cartoony first-person shooting gameplay. It is coming in. It is coming to Game Pass. It is included in Game Pass. When is it coming out? In 2025 of this year. So, yes, I will be definitely playing High on Life 2, and I will definitely be playing that on my series, on my ROG Ally, because I think I played this on Xbox. I think I played this on Xbox, but I will definitely be playing this on PC and my ROG Ally because it was so much fun. I think I played it on Xbox. I know I keep saying that. I think I played that first one on Xbox. I don't know if I played it on PC as much. And then you got Renaissance, A Plague Tale Legacy revealed for 2026, released on Xbox Game Show. And of course, this game is definitely going to be on Game Pass as well. I never played any of the other Plague Tales games, so yeah. It's coming to PS5 and Steam. Day one on Game Pass. Calling the story compelling and a stealth gameplay. Like I said, I never played any of the other ones. I should maybe try to play one of them. I don't know. Plague's Tale 2 right here is really good. And then you got the Outer Worlds 2, which we ended up on. Anything else here? Nothing else that I see here. But, yeah, there you go, folks. There's all the stuff that happened at the Xbox, the Xbox Showcase, the Xbox Summer Showcase. Whew. That's a lot of talk for me, a lot of watching. That's why you hear me. I'm all tired out already. I got to get something to eat. Okay, we'll do a few more news stories here before we leave here. And I'll just go over what I'm seeing here. So we already talked about the ROG Ally, the Xbox ROG X, as it's called. So the Xbox ROG Ally version of that. Microsoft also, reportedly pulled back development on their own version because they're supposed to be the official Xbox handheld that Microsoft was also working on. They paused development on that. I think maybe permanently. Who knows? I'm thinking. Just making a thought that might not see the light of day because you got Asus and other people making stuff. And if they can get Windows 11 and stuff to where they want it to be, and maybe a good the best sleek interface they can do, Xbox interface that they can make, and if they can get the Xbox games or the digital side of the Xbox games from like Xbox 360, Xbox One, and all that to be played on that, then they got a winner there. But they're not going forward on their device, which I can understand because it seems like Microsoft's more so getting out of all hardware in their businesses as of right now. So I'm focusing more on software and stuff. And of course, stupid AI, but that's what I think they're doing. We'll see. We'll see what happens. For you Nintendo Switch 2 fans, I hope you're happy with your Nintendo Switch 2s. And Nintendo says, please do not remove the film layer of your Nintendo Switch 2 screens because you will damage the screen by doing so. So, yeah. Just like any phones, like my phone here, my Moto Razr Flip. If I remove the screen, I can damage and break my screen on my phone. So I will not remove that. That's been a big thing on a lot of devices. Do not remove the film layer on the screens, protecting the screens. I could talk about the Xbox Game Pass Ultimate adds 22 more stream your own game titles. Let's see, what were the titles that they have announced that you can stream to your devices thing? Agatha Christie, Murder of the Oriental Express, Anno 1800 Council Edition, Batman Return to Arkham, Arkham City, Disney Illusion Island starring Mickey and Friends, Dune Spice Wars, Graveyard Keeper, Hello Neighbor 2, Just Cause 4, Just Dance, Lego DC Supervillains, Life is Strange 2, Life is Strange Before the Storm, Life is Strange True Colors, Mad Max, Monopoly, Mortal Kombat X, Skull and Bones, Sleeping Dogs Definitive Edition, that's a good one, The Big Con, and Tom Clancy's The Division. Sleeping Dogs Definitive Edition, that's cool, because then maybe I can stream that to my thing, and I can continue to play that, because I never beat Sleeping Dogs. I just never did. Eventually I should, because that's a fun Yakuza, Chinese Yakuza kind of game that I wish they would make a sequel for. So those were that, and Xbox PC could be the official branding name for PC games going forward for Xbox. Yes, we heard that. And that's all the news stories I just went through. Otherwise, I got more news stories and stuff for the next show that I will be doing. The next show, meaning my next GamezAttack podcast. Hold on 1 second, folks. I'm just flipping through crazy stuff left and right here. Checking stuff. There we go. Okay. Let me get off of this. But yes, that's pretty much it. I'm going to end the show, this podcast, pretty soon. But like I said, next week, Monday, maybe even sooner. I'll try to get it for just Monday, but I might do it sooner because I'm going to have all the recap from the Summer Game Fest and the PlayStation State of Play and whatever else might be talked about or shown or whatever via games. I'm going to put it all into that one. It's going to be the next show, and that'll be our next our GamezAttack Game Pass. That'll be our next GamezAttack podcast 61 for that. So get ready for that on my recaps for all that stuff. I did watch the State of Play. It was decent. So Sony actually put on a decent show this time. Showed some stuff, so I was pretty interested in that stuff. But yeah, Microsoft did okay, but I was kind of hoping for more. I think Microsoft could have shown more. They showed us here's the thing, we got a ton of stuff here for this year, so I'm no complaints. Microsoft's still bringing all their A game for the rest of the year. Next year, we'll see what goes on, because maybe they're doing the thing like everybody else is doing and being careful what to announce for next year because of GTA 6 coming out in May. But we all know what happens in May. We all know when it's coming out now. It's coming out in May, 11th or something? GTA 6? They said it was May 11th, I think. I'm not going to look it up, but they know when it's coming out, so they know when to put games and push games and stuff like that. So they got that, and I can take these off too. I don't know why I got these on still. What else? I'm trying to think before I leave without saying something. Hold on 1 second. Okay, I'm back. This is why I don't do live podcasts, folks, because something's always going on. I'm having the burpees going on because I'm getting hungry. So my internals is going. I'm getting all burpy, so that's why you're seeing me go and I'm trying to drink something to calm myself down and my voice is going. But yeah, it was a decent presentation. Like I said, they still got stuff like that. They didn't show no Forza Horizon 2, or what am I talking about? Mike, shut up. Just think and talk. That's me. Sorry, I got to talk to myself and say, hey, Mr. Mike, calm down. They didn't show any Forza Horizon, which that's weird that we're not getting another driving game or anything announced this time. Because I know they just did Forza, Forza proper, and they got that Forza Horizon game that's coming out to PlayStation. Did it come out already? Yeah, it might have came out already. So maybe they don't want to put out another Forza Horizon or any. I know they're not going to put out a Forza proper, but they don't want to put out another Forza Horizon yet because that might dilute the well a little bit because they're just putting out on PlayStation. So I can maybe understand it. So maybe next year they'll announce the next Forza Horizon game. And also they're working on that Fable game, which I thought they were going to show a little bit more of. That's why I was getting excited, because that one game looked a little Fable-ish, and then it's like, oh no, it's Clockwork something or other, because when you hear British talk, I'm like, ooh, Fable? And it had a little bit of cheekiness to it, so I was like, Fable? No. Clockwork. But that's next year. What else? I don't know. But Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3+4 is going to be good. A bunch of other games are going to be good. It's going to be good for the rest of this year. I'm happy, and I got plenty of backlogs still. And whenever that Xbox ROG Ally X comes out, I'm just going to call it that, because it could have just been called the Xbox ROG Ally. I don't know why they called it the ROG Xbox Ally. That's a weird name for it, but okay. I'm interested in it. When they announce the pricing and when I can pre-order mine and buy it, I will do it. I will buy that sucker right away. I think it's going to be September, October when that comes out. That's when I got that strong feeling, September, October. Games I've played, I'm just going to go through my list. Doom the Dark Ages, I've been streaming, which I got more info on for you guys. Brotato, I've been playing a lot of Brotato lately. Been having fun in Brotato on my PC and ROG Ally. Back in some Vampire Survivors on the Series X. Been playing Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite because it was on sale on the Xbox store, so I decided to buy it. It's pretty fun. I know a lot of people complain about the characters, but I think I like the characters. I don't care what other people say, so I've been playing that on my ROG Ally. Been playing great. Of course, been playing a lot of Tetris Forever still. Been having fun with that. And been playing Crime Scene Cleaner. I love cleaning up crime scenes. Don't ask me why, but that's what I've been doing. I should put that on my ROG Ally. I could play that on the ROG Ally. But I've been playing it on my Xbox. But, oh well. Okay, folks, I think it's about time we end this podcast here. Right? Right. Let's see here. No, don't want me to leave. Well, I'm going to leave anyways. Because I need to eat. It's been a long time. Yeah, so thank you for joining me. Thank you for watching this. If you're watching this on the video version, if you're listening to this, I always recommend people, if you're listening to me talking over like the Xbox Summer Showcase or any other event, watch the event alongside of it, because then you'll get a better perspective of what you're listening to compared to my stupid voice. But I still do it in audio form because people want to listen. And I do it in video form because it's cool. And like I said, I got the new album art. It's pretty cool. That's going to be going forward. And of course, the GamezAttack podcast is going to be now weekly. So get ready for more of me and maybe less of me, because there'll be times where it'll be smaller. Now, the next one's probably going to be large as well, or semi-long as well, because got all these games to talk about from the Summer Game Fest and the state of play and stuff like that, and whatever else might be coming up or talked about sooner or later. No Ubisoft talk, so we don't have to worry about Ubisoft, but I heard maybe Nintendo might be doing another Nintendo Direct sooner than later, so we'll see about that. But yeah, it doesn't matter because every week I'll be doing a podcast, so hopefully I got stuff to talk about every week. So everybody, thank you for joining me. You can join me here or anywhere, and I should be doing this over here. Let's see here. Hold on, folks. I know I should have did this beforehand, but you've seen it. Now I got the whole thing where you could go. I got the whole messaging here for all my website, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, BlueSky. If you want to contact me, you could go to those. You can follow me. Go to the website, OldFreakyGamer.com. Stuff like that. Very fun. Very fun indeed. But join me. Go to my website. I also have some mini articles up and videos on my website at OldFreakyGamer.com. I will be putting some more up of games and stuff that I find interesting that I want people to look and know about. If people pass them by, I'm going to put those up on the website throughout the week. I'm not going to do them all right away. I did a couple. I'll do a couple more. I'll give my little quote impressions on each, and I'll post that up. It'll be in the content section of my website at OldFreakyGamer.com. It's a great website. I should show you it before I go, because that would be a good thing to do if I was smart enough to show it. So I might as well show it now. So I got to go back here, go do this. There we go. Here's my website, OldFreakyGamer.com. That's all you have to go to. It's free. Got my videos, my main videos here on my main section. You can go there. I got my content. Just go click on content. Got some stuff like Resident Evil 9 Requiem. A couple of things that got me interested. You know, and I'm going to post more. I only posted 2, but I'll post more than that. And like I said, I got the podcast, the GamezAttack podcast. You can subscribe on all major podcast apps like Apple, Podbean, Spotify, Amazon Music, and more. If you got a podcast app and you just take the feed out, you can do that as well. That's always great to do. And then, of course, look up my schedule for any live scheduling updates, whatnot. I got my YouTube channel, of course. OldFreakyGamer YouTube channel. Subscribe. You don't have to like, but you can subscribe, and you get lots of videos, streams, stuff like that. Got the upcoming live stream, which won't be Friday, folks. This upcoming live stream will be on Saturday, 6/14, because I am helping somebody move, at last minute move on Friday. So I said I'll push my stream back. So it's going to be the Doom the Dark Ages, the birthday stream, because it's going to be my birthday on that Saturday, and I'm doing a birthday stream of Doom the Dark Ages, which I will probably be playing a lot longer that day, because why not? Because it's Saturday. So join me then. Go to a website. Like I said, tons of great stuff to see, do, etc., etc. And I know I'm dragging this out too long for you guys, so sorry about that, but thank you. And until next time, folks, I am Mr. Mike. This has been the GamezAttack podcast. Well, that was the wrong ending. Here's the ending. Thank you, one and all, for joining me. Until next time, folks, or until next week, everybody game on, game hard, World Conquest. I'm pushing this gaming button. This show is now game over.
Set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no, I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry. It's time to break up so I can make a better me. Better believe in your mind, cause it's everything. You can mold, shape, find almost anything. All it takes is some time and some clarity to find your identity. It's mind over everything. And when I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm
immortal. Game over.